Awesome. Okay. We are a go. Oh, real quick. Pull this forward. I'm gonna move this down for a second. All right. Hey. Excuse me. I need some water. Now I need to go over here, double check. Okay, that looks pretty good. Okay. Okay, yeah, you guys can see pretty well. We'll see how guests pop up. Hey, Axel, good to see you. You're definitely the first one. Welcome, welcome. We also have Brush League. They're also looks like first to comment in TikTok. Daniel, second. Yes. Sorry that I kept you guys waiting so long. I got stuck in traffic, so when I got home, it was like right when I was supposed to go live, so I had to eat something first. And then it's just a whole ordeal to set this whole thing up. I got to do it early, and I just didn't have the chance today. So anyway, glad to be here. Yeah. Why aren't you vegan yet if you're not vegan? 18 and older only. I got some resources here. I have to back up to point at them. The light doesn't want to read my hand. There we go. Anyway, okay, so we've got Dominion right here. It's a free documentary on YouTube. Maybe I can turn myself this way. I don't know. I have to mess with it. Put myself over here more. This way. All right, so Dominion 2018, it's a free documentary on YouTube, just, shows you the standard practice of what animals have to go through if you're going to demand that they be used for you. Below that is nutritionfacts.org. Really great place to start if you don't know where to start if you want to be vegan. Check out their Vegan Daily Dozen. You can also just Google Vegan Daily Dozen, and you'll find just an easy checklist to get everything you need in a day, just all the needed nutrition. And below that is veganeasy.org. There's just a great resource if you feel overwhelmed with looking at studies, or maybe the Daily Dozen, you don't want to come up with your own meals. Vegan Easy is great because they have like a dietitian that makes meal plans for you based off of your needs and your, what's in your budget. So it's catered to you. And sometimes it's just helpful to have that. And they also provide a community, which is nice when you're first figuring this out. It's nice to have other people to talk to about the obstacles that you're, experiencing that are preventing you from wanting to live a life of respecting animals. So I like that they provide that environment for you. And with that said, like I said, 18 and older only, please. Why aren't you vegan? Mo.
Hello?
Hey, are you over 18?
I'm 24.
Okay. Why aren't you vegan yet?
Um, okay, I do want to apologize for my lack of knowledge, right? I'm just asking,
Sure.
could you take in all your micro and macronutrients through a complete diet, vegan diet?
Yes.
That includes B12.
Yes.
And what is a source of B12?
There's obviously supplementation, fortified foods. You can get it from duckweed, I believe. There's some other whole food sources. I personally take a supplement because I'm lazy, and it's just simpler that way.
Oh, and it's like an all vegan supplement.
Yeah.
Okay, and what about sorry, like I said, I'm not very knowledgeable in in the diet
Well,
itself.
I just want to be
I'm
clear.
just
Is this what's stopping you from being vegan? Like,
I,
let's say, for instance, you found out, you open the newspaper, you turn on the news, and they're like, we know for sure you can be healthy on a plant-based diet, right?
oh, 100%.
Would you then find it a moral obligation to be vegan?
Yes,
Okay.
100%. I
Okay.
am completely against the exploitation of animals,
Okay.
but also at the same time, it's just I need to understand how can I get like I'm someone who is like I play a sport and I need to get these micro and macronutrients,
Well, I wouldn't
including
say,
B12.
to be honest, I'm not the one to ask
Yeah,
about how to get your specific this and that. I just know that you
right,
can get it all. I would point you to nutritionfacts.org because they actually have a very thorough library of videos that really nicely break down studies, and they also, list their sources so you can go look at the study yourself. And
right.
you can type in their search bar because they have a website, it's just nutritionfacts.org. If you type in their search bar like protein or I don't know what other mineral you're looking for, you could type it in there and it'll bring up a video about those sources. Even easier, you can just go on Google and
Right.
type in the whatever it is you want and then type vegan source and you'll find like a list of them.
All right. And I just want to correct me if I'm
Yeah,
wrong. Being
if I
Oh, hey
may,
Axel.
um, I may give you some sources. So you were asking about B12,
so it doesn't have to be necessarily B12. It could be B12, zinc, omega 3s, and
zinc, almonds, like
also
you,
like a creatine.
yeah, creatine. Like you can just get supplemented creatine. If you're
Right.
really worried about creatine, creatine's not a nutritional or it's not an essential nutrient anyway. Like your body makes creatine. But if you
Yeah.
really are worried about it, just get it supplemented. You can get protein shakes that have added creatine in it. You can get just creatine by itself that's vegan, that is just supplemented creatine. Um,
Yeah.
B12, nutritional yeast. You can get, again, supplemented B12. There's fortified foods that have B12 in it. Like B12 is one of the easiest things to get once you actually like just look at what is in food. Um,
Right.
like it's just yeah, like fortified milks. Pretty much
I think,
every one of them have vitamin B12 in them.
yeah, just looking at nutritionfacts.org right now, it says also like fortified chia seeds has is a good source of B12 as well. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
that's I just wanted to come here. Like, I do think exploitation of animals in general is bad. I'm just wondering if I am able to get these micro and macronutrients off of a plant-based diet. And you guys answered me, and I appreciate it. And yeah, that's it.
If you want to ask more questions for him, I can go mute. I just wanted to answer that.
Oh yeah, no, it sounds like that's all you were asking for, right, Mel?
Yeah, I think that's all I had.
Okay. Well, if you do come up with any other questions, just you're welcome to come up here again, but know that, the urgency is for the animals. It's none of this is about us, right? It's about
Right.
stopping demanding their exploitation. So I
Yeah,
appreciate you
completely
asking,
fair.
Mel.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. You have a great day.
You too. Bye.
Awesome. Hey, Axel.
Hey, what's up?
Nothing much. How are you?
Good. I just woke up. I did my stream today,
Oh,
and
nice.
then it became like a sleep stream at like the end part of
That's too funny.
it. And now I finally woken up. So
Nice. Welcome back to
right when.
reality.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. All right. Are we ready for the next guest?
Yep.
Let's do it. Let's go. Oh, I accepted
Oh,
somebody, but
I
they
thought
just,
we had them.
yeah, it looks like they disappeared. Oh, I don't like your name. I'm sorry. I'm going to disconnect that. I don't like your name. Little Frenchie. Hey,
Hi.
hi. Are you over 18?
Yes, I am 19.
Right on. Why aren't you vegan yet?
So, well, actually, I wanted to come up and say I just became one a couple days ago.
Nice.
I've realized the harms and stuff like that. So, I just wanted some advice, like on clothes and all that. What are some things to avoid?
In clothing?
Yeah.
Oh, like wool, silk, leather, fur.
Okay.
Yeah, and
I did
skin.
not know silk was one of those components. Okay.
I mean, it's more like if you were unsure of what a material is, just, I usually just pop open my phone, open Google, and search the name to figure out
I
what it
didn't even
is.
think about that.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
A
thank you
little
for
computer in
answering
our
my
hands.
question so much.
There's also apps. I don't know off the top of my head, but there are apps you can also just scan barcodes that tell you if it's vegan or not. So it's way easier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Hell
Well,
yeah.
you can cut me off of here now. Thank you so much. I'll watch your live.
Do you mind if I ask you a couple questions?
Yeah, go ahead.
So what made you go vegan?
Well, I don't know. I was scrolling through TikTok and I had this video pop up. It was link you had to click to watch because it was a little too graphic for TikTok, but it was a video of baby chicks and they were separating the males and females and they were slaughtering the males by the heads, and then after that it sort of went off on like the baby calves and all that. And I mean, I've been through a lot in my life, and just sitting here thinking like, even though I'm human, we're all a little bit, processed in the head, we build our foundations and stuff, but these lives that we are considering below ourselves, they're just as well alive as us, so.
And have you ever, like, now that you're now vegan, have you thought of doing activism yourself?
I never really. Can you explain activism for me?
Yeah, I would just say that is just spreading like what you just said right now. Like helping people realize that they can be vegan too. What happens to animals? We don't need to contribute to these things. That's basically what I would describe an activist to do. Maybe Anna has something different to say about it. Yeah. It's just basically telling and helping people come vegan themselves, realizing that we don't need to exploit animals.
I mean,
I would
I
say it's
haven't
like.
really thought of. Oh, sorry.
Oh
go
no,
ahead.
you're fine. I was just gonna add like it doesn't necessarily need to be talking face to face with someone. That is what we have like of the little bit of evidence that we have for animal rights activism. We do show that talking to people is really effective, but there are so many ways that haven't even been studied yet, but are they still change somebody's mind or give them something to think about. So if maybe talking to people is too scary, going online and making posts or little videos about animals and such can be really helpful. But everyone
Yeah,
everyone
sort of
can
like that one I watched the other day.
yeah.
They were activating for the rights of that. Yeah, I haven't really thought about it because, it's only been about a week since I've started, but I think I would be open to it. It's just like growing up and stuff, veganism was sort of laughed upon because of like people like the vegan teacher and all that. But like now people are starting to realize, that this stuff isn't a joke. So
Exactly.
yeah,
Well, that's
I
awesome.
would most likely be open to that. Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, I was gonna say if you ever want to try doing outreach, we do abolition outreach here, so we don't advocate for like baby steps or you know reducitarianism where people like maybe only eat fish or eggs or something like that. If you ever wanted to do outreach with us for abolition, saying using animals is immoral, if you can avoid using them, you should. You're welcome to come up on this panel and do so.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Well, I put a follow on there too, just for a little bit
Hell
more
yes.
of updates and stuff on it.
I will follow you back. Awesome.
Oh, why, thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh, I just disconnected you. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I totally hit the wrong button. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, little Frenchie. I really do appreciate you being up here. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. That was terrible timing.
You're rad for going vegan anyway,
Yeah.
just to let you know.
You are rad. There you go. Okay, she's in the chat. I'm so sorry, little Frenchie. That was totally unintentional. Yeah, you're welcome up anytime. Yeah, W's in the chat for little Frenchie. Also, W's in the chat
just
for the last
followed.
guest. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just followed little Frenchie too.
Oh, good. Damn, it fell down. Okay. All right, let's see. We got a couple people requesting. When you pop in space, are you over 18?
Kinda.
Kinda? Like as in you're not?
Yeah.
I'm really sorry. I can't have you up here.
Like,
Ask
it
your
would be kind of.
yeah. Ask your question in the chat, and one of the vegans will answer you. Okay? There's a couple of them in there. Outside with Blake. Oh, I don't know.
Maybe
I've got
not.
two different things here. One it disappeared, and the other one shows that he's still loading in. No.
Outside looks like he's just muted. I don't know if you see that too.
It says that he's still loading in, but I cancel it. If it takes too long, it's just not worth it. They can re-request back up. Sometimes it's because they requested a little while ago, and then either they left and came back or just left. Colin. Hey, Frisia. I saw you too, Sierra. And Cole, I see you all. Appreciate y'all being here.
Hello.
Hey, is it Colin?
Yeah, it's Colin.
Hey, Colin. Are you over 18?
Yep.
Right on. Why aren't you vegan yet?
I just don't believe it's a very species appropriate diet.
What makes you say that?
Just that every anthropological study ever done on humans would insinuate that we eat mostly meat.
Every single study?
Anthropological study, yes.
Okay. What about the studies that look at our diet right now?
What about them?
Well, what about like the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, the largest body of dietitians and nutritionists? They've gone over thousands of papers, and they've concluded that a well-planned plant-based diet meets all of your needs.
I mean, that's a survey of nutritionists. It's not really like
It's not a
an
survey.
argument.
They go over thousands of studies.
Saying that you can get every single nutrient that you need from plant-based sources.
Even have another resource right here, nutritionfacts.org. They have videos that break down the studies that show that you can get everything you need on a plant-based diet, and have come up with even a little nice checklist for you. It's called the Vegan Daily Dozen.
The things that you need to eat in order to get like vitamin B12, for example, all those things require cooking. It requires agriculture, which isn't found in nature. It's
Okay.
all these things
Colin,
are man-made
Colin.
processes.
What is your claim right now?
I'm saying that these nutrients, they're created by human beings. They aren't found in nature. And if you truly wanted to align yourself with nature, you'd be killing animals and eating them.
Animals in nature have a harder time getting vitamin B12 too, because vitamin B12 is usually found in soil because it's a bacteria, not a source that is just built in animals.
Yeah, a lot of animals eat their shit because like to get vitamin B12. So
You don't get vitamin B12 from
a lot
shit.
of shit is actually
Again, you don't get vitamin B12 from shit. It's mostly found in soil.
You can look it up, bro. Gorillas eat their shit because it has vitamin B12.
Where does B12 come from?
Mostly animal products.
Where does it come from?
But the thing is,
I don't really want to talk to you. You don't seem intelligent or prepared for this conversation. Okay, B12 comes from bacteria.
Which is found in soil.
Bacteria. Yeah, exactly. And because we sanitize our soils, a lot of animals that we use don't get the B12. So guess what? They're supplemented. The same supplement that you're right now complaining about. On top of that, the animals are fed foods that they're heavily sprayed with pesticides and herbicides that bioaccumulate in their flesh, in fact. So you're not only getting secondhand B12, so you're filtering your vitamins through someone else's body, you're also filtering all these excess chemicals, right? You're all worried about agriculture and increasing that footprint. What do the animals you use consume? Is it plants? If you're worried about agriculture and you think we should decrease the current ag land that we use, we should all go vegan. There's a study called Reducing Food's Environmental Impacts Through Producers and Consumers, shows that we can reduce our current agricultural land use by 75%. Guess what? Means we have to drop animal ag. And at the same time that we do this huge drop in land use, we can feed 10 billion people. We're only like a little over 8 billion right now. We can't even feed all of us. But if we stopped feeding animals, we stopped birthing them into existence and having to feed them so that they're the right nutrition to eat for us, we could actually feed more people, not just wealthy people in the West. What a concept. Isn't that great? You should be jumping for joy. We found a solution to world hunger.
That is pretty great. But do you think that chickens should eat, like, what do you think chickens should eat?
I don't think we should be birthing chickens into existence.
You don't think they should exist at all? Like,
No.
what about as pets?
No. I mean, if someone saves a chicken because they need help and that person can provide them help and they build a relationship, that's beautiful. That's fine. But to like birth someone into existence to have a chicken toy or a slave that produces eggs, that's exploitation.
What about dogs?
What about them?
Do you think we should have dogs?
It's the same situation. If you're demanding someone be born into existence, that's immoral. If you're able to give someone care who needs help, that's different. That's like a parent adopting a child.
But do you think chickens should be fed like corn and soy?
Colin, what is veganism?
This is going back to a
Colin,
species
what is
appropriate
veganism?
diet.
If you can't answer, we're going to move on.
Veganism is not eating animal products.
Veganism is an ethical stance against the exploitation of sentient beings. If someone was exploiting you and it was convenient for me to give them money and benefit from your exploitation, I would avoid supporting your oppressor because I'm a sentient being.
We're all being.
I'm a sentient being who cares about what happens to me. You're a sentient being who happens to care about what happens to you. And because I know you're a sentient being, and I wouldn't want to trade places with you, I wouldn't want to be treated like that, I don't support your oppressor out of principle. Doesn't that sound like something we should all do? Is avoid demanding someone's exploitation if we can?
Do you think anyone working a wage job is going to...
I'm done talking to you. You're boring.
Dude was just fucking trying to find everything to say he could possibly can.
Like the whole point that we're getting to is that these are animals are someone's, and he's like, "What do you think we should feed chickens?" I don't think you should be birthing them in existence at all.
And the whole time I was looking for my headphones. Like I was like so annoyed because I wanted to say stuff, but I'm like, I'm making all this noise trying to find my headphones. So I was like, oh.
It's all good. Hey,
Hello.
Skizzy, are you over 18?
I cannot hear you for some reason.
Oh, maybe your volume is down. Turn your volume up. I don't know. If it doesn't work, we can't really have a conversation.
I am unable to hear you.
Okay.
My bad.
No problem. Are you over 18? Are you over 18? Okay.
What is with people today?
I don't know. H, what's up? Are you over 18?
Yes, very much so.
Right on. Why aren't you vegan yet?
I am not because, it's tasty in general. And I don't have the same kind of, I guess I can only answer it if I can ask you a couple questions first, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So I guess I kind of got it when you were talking to Colin a little bit. You choose to be vegan more so because you can get all the health and nutrients that you need from plants or the exploitation of animals, I guess, which is more overwhelming for you.
It's not so much like that's a benefit that I can get everything. It's not the reason why I do it. Honestly, when I first went vegan, I didn't even know that you would be deficient in anything because I was eating things that were already like fortified with vitamins and I was taking a multivitamin anyway. So I honestly didn't know that people even became deficient when they went vegan. So I went vegan actually just for the animals purely.
Okay. I guess I give a little background. My family has a small farm, self-sufficient dairy cows. So, and I'm not going to be like rude or condescending here at all, because obviously you can do whatever you want. I guess my question is, if everyone were to go vegan right now, what do you think would happen with farms in general? Obviously, it wouldn't be producing meat and byproducts, but like let them all go and be free.
No, I wouldn't suggest that. It'd be like that would be like letting a dog go out in the woods. Like, yeah, maybe they might
Yeah,
survive,
yeah,
right? That's not it's not really
right.
responsible. What I would suggest, and like again, I'm not like a huge, I don't have a lot of experience with like conservation and such, but my ideas would be that we take the money that's used right now, that's subsidized to like fatten animals up. And I realize that wouldn't be enough, but if we as a people decided to go vegan, that means that we care about what happens to these animals, right? We care about their experiences. So I would say that we put a focus on giving money to asking farmers to convert into sanctuaries. Continue to care for the individuals they have there, but not exploit them. Just care for them until they pass away. Many of these animals, sadly, have been bred so much so their handicaps shorten their life, even though they can like live for much longer. They often end up with a lot of health issues early on. So if we did this, if suddenly, bam, world's vegan, what do we do with all these animals? Honestly, just subsidize their care until about like the longest lived are the dairy cows, right? So about 20 years. There'd be a steep decline within the first 8 years because, chickens and farmed fish would probably be the first to go. But after 20 years, there'd just be no more domesticated animals, right? So then everyone could focus more on plant growing or agrotourism or doing whatever they want with their land. We would be able to rewild much of our land. Maybe we could even supplement our farmers to rewild and steward the land instead of exploiting it.
So I definitely agree with you that big farms that do a lot of like the hormones and all of that stuff to just fatten up to get the most meat to sell possible. But small farms in general,
They
they
actually
aren't
use more
like that. So
resources. The small farms, they use more resources than the factory farms. Factory farms actually came out because like they grew in popularity because you can increase how many animals you grow and reduce the inputs. So they use less water, less land, right? They emit fewer greenhouse gases because the animals get to slaughter weight faster.
I mean, I don't know the science on that honestly, but
That's
if you're
fine.
talking about the experience of the animal itself,
Yeah.
then I don't believe that's true on a small farm. Like they aren't
Okay. Well, if
fattening
you
them
want to
up,
focus on
I
the
guess.
experience, I totally agree. So that makes it come down to like kind of a necessity thing, right? If we care about their experiences, we know that animals are sentient. They care about what happens to them. How do we then justify, even on a nice farm, taking life from someone who wanted to live?
So I guess I'm really trying not to be. I don't know. You
It's
haven't said
okay.
anything about religion at all.
Yeah.
So I don't know your feelings on it in general, but you know,
Well, if you want to know
it's
my
said that
feelings,
God put dominion over animals
yeah.
of
What I
humans.
would
So
encourage you to watch, there's a documentary actually you might be inclined to watch. It's called Christspiracy. It's not a religion debunk film. It actually is going over the texts in the original sea scrolls, the ancient sea scrolls that the Bible is derived from. So you should check out that documentary, just Christspiracy, and I believe like if you just Google it, it should pop right up. It was really eye opening for me. That film was I don't know. I learned a lot, and I encourage people that believe in like the Abrahamic religions to go watch that film because it was really It opened my eyes, and so I encourage you to go check it out.
Okay, and I'll do that.
Okay. Well, so if I could, I guess, lead with that, if we wanted to continue, is so let's, even if your God was to say, I demand that you use animals, right? I know he doesn't in the Abrahamic ones, right? It's an option. But even if your God did, let's say I also have a religion that's really old and has an old text. And in my text, and I fervently believe this, it says that I can enslave people with, I don't know, brown hair or something. Would that then mean that I am morally allowed to do that because my religious text says that it's moral to do so?
No, but I also don't place humans and animals on the same level.
I don't either. I'm not saying that enslaving a human is the same thing. I'm saying that they're two similar situations where a sentient being is being robbed of their autonomy and freedom. And for the same reasons, it's immoral, because they both care about what happens to them.
So in the animal kingdom in general, I mean, no prey consents to being a meal, right?
Right.
But I mean, the predator is still the more dominant animal in the hierarchy, the
They're
food
not
chain.
necessarily dominant, because they're more part of this like eco web thing that's happening, right? That's what happens in nature, is kind of these things that bump into each other, and it creates this kind of an eco web. We've left that. We live in houses. We don't have to hunt and gather our food. We go to the grocery store. The animals that are predating on other animals are doing so out of necessity. They don't have a grocery store. They also aren't moral agents like you and I. Like, you and I understand that morality is complex and you got to weigh things out. And animals are more like children. They might have some idea of some moralities, but that doesn't mean they're always going to be moral. A lot of children do immoral things because they don't understand yet. And animals are much the same. They don't understand always what's right and wrong. We do have some studies that show that they do show signs of empathy for each other. Like, they did a study on mice where a mouse was trapped, and then another mouse was let free in kind of a loose maze, and was given the option to either free the other mouse and share the treats, or to just eat all the treats themselves. And 60% of the time, which is on par with humans, they released the mouse. So we know that they do have empathy for each other, but they may not understand morality like you and I. So it's hard to say, well, that kid over there is doing something immoral, so therefore I should be able to do it, right? It's kind of the same thing when you say, well,
Sure.
Animals predate on each other. Well, the animal doesn't really understand that that's wrong.
So I guess my next question is, why veganism instead of vegetarian? Why to the point of no animal byproducts? Because I think you were talking to someone else, and you can't have wool.
Yeah. Well, so wool, why does a sheep not shed its wool naturally anymore?
Because it gets sheared more times often than not.
It's actually because we've bred them to be that way. They used to shed their hair, but it was more profitable for us to make them more wrinkly so they had more surface area, and for them to not shed it. So we kept it, and we could keep shearing them continually. So
okay, so I guess kind of the same frame. So if we were to make more of a sanctuary of small farms or whatever, those sheep would then, since it's been bred into them, would still need sheared.
Yes. The difference would be someone who cares about that sheep is going to do it with attention. Most shearers, every time they put secret cameras in there, you see them cutting the sheep with the shears, because they have to do it. They have to get so many sheep within so much time, right? A lot of these workers are not paid very high wages, and they're paid by how many animals they get through. So they're going to try to get through as many sheep as possible. These shears are sharp, and they'll nick them. They end up with these huge cuts. And a lot of the times the workers will then have to sew those cuts. And those animals, sheep can't have anesthetics. It's poisonous to them. So they feel all of that. If someone was caring for someone who needed help, right, and they had excess hair growth, it would be out of their best interest to do so, not a profit demand. Do you see kind of the difference? You'd be doing it because you care about their situation. You don't want them to get sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what do you do with that wool
You
then?
can use it for bedding for, for the sheep, or, use it for other things for animals, because when you wear wool, people don't know where you got it from. And if, you're wearing wool, you're advertising that it's okay to use animals. Would it be, in a strict sense, if you made a coat out of that wool from a rescued sheep, would that be exploitation? Probably not. But, you're still advertising it's okay to use animals, and that's, personally, I would think that's wrong.
Okay. And I mean, I don't know that you're going to change my mind, and I don't know that I'm going to change yours. So, but I mean, I don't judge you for making that decision. So it's been a good
May I-
conversation. I will
before
watch
you
that
go,
documentary.
yeah, before you go, do you mind if I
Sure.
ask you a question or a couple of
No, not at
questions?
all. Go for it.
So do you not see um like farming is synonymous with slavery?
I do not know.
Why?
Well, I think I had said before that animals and humans are not on the same level.
Yeah, that's your
It's not the
perception
same
of
thing.
them, right? Yeah, that's your perception of them. What about
Yes, I
their
would say so.
perspective? Yeah. So if humans were in that perspective of the animals, wouldn't that be slavery?
In the general sense, that's not how I see that. No. Um, I mean,
So if
big
humans were
farms.
being bred to be milked, that wouldn't be slavery?
I Like I said, animals are not the same as humans.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I can see
that's your established notion though. I'm asking in their perspective, like cows don't like to be forcefully milked, cows don't like to be forcefully impregnated, cows don't like to be uh have their children ripped away from them. Cows don't like to be forced to be with a bull. Cows like to select their mate just like the bulls like to select their mate. They don't just sleep with anyone or everyone when they're in heat. They select their partners, but we rob them of that autonomy when we do farm them.
I guess, and I'm really not being rude. Have you like spent any time in a farm in general?
Well, that's just how I described what a cow likes to do as I've been around farms. Yeah. I understand
And
animal behavior.
again, I this is going to sound condescending. I don't mean it at all. Like how do you know that?
Because I've been around animals and have studied animal behavior. Um, Again, cows do not like to be in confined spaces. They like to, bulls tend to want to pick their partner when they're in heat. They smell the cow that is giving off the pheromones, and then the cow chooses the bull that they want to be with in a more natural setting. Like this happens in more free ranged areas. This is often why, if farmers have too many cattle, they will often divide them in open ranges. I grew up in Utah, so maybe it's different in other places. But in Utah, they will often divide the bulls from the cows when it's a more of a free range setting. If they have too many, most of it is just and it's very rare that they even let the cows be with like and bulls be intermingled, because they often want to have the cows and the bulls that have the best genes for said whatever desire they have to selectively breed, even in a free range setting.
So I guess I can only speak to my experience. I've grown up on a farm my whole life, and what you just described is not how like my parents' farm is. So there are bulls and
Okay.
cows together, and you can tell the bull will go up and sniff, and the cow will reject or accept.
Yep.
So that's very much a thing, and that's fine. I mean, whatever. Um, but I mean, if we're talking about they don't want to be forcefully milked. I have seen a cow have a calf, and that calf goes to drink and it kicks it away, and it wants nothing to do with it. But she still needs relief. Like, it doesn't just go out into nothingness. Like, it still needs relief. And they are.
So you think if a cow rejects her baby to like have milk, it's okay for humans to get involved and get the milk from the cow?
Well, we were just talking about how humans, the sheep, like, since that's how they're made, it still has to be done.
Well, yeah, like the cow will eventually allow their baby to get the milk. They're not just gonna starve their baby unless that's a
Can I
rare
add
case.
something? Could I add something?
Sure.
So I am curious, when the cow gives birth, what do you do with the females?
With the female calf?
Mm-hmm.
Like, in what time frame? Like, right away?
Sure, yeah.
They spend time with their mother, and if the mother will feed them, she is able to do so. And then eventually, because depending
How
on their
soon?
space, and I know it depends on the cow, honestly.
How, like,
Some
give
of
me a
them,
range. Give me a
some of
range.
them are not. Depending on the cow, it can be anywhere from a day to a month.
A month. Do you know why they suggest 2 days to separate the baby from the
Well, then
mother? Do you know why?
I have never heard that suggestion, so I
That's
definitely
the
don't know
common
why.
practice. They actually, within 24 hours, will remove the baby from the mother. The reason why they do that is because cows are very maternal. So the longer you leave her with her baby, like a month, that's the stronger that bond is. So now you're telling me that you take someone's baby away from them after a month?
So often, the calf. So this is kind of like a space constraint. The calf ends up getting very put in danger, I
Okay,
guess, with all the other
so
cows. They're apt to be
if the
stepped on
cows
and all of that.
if the cows are that dangerous to their babies, why breed them?
Well, I mean, the bull does it.
No, you put the bull in there. Why are these cows in existence? Because you put them in situations so that they get pregnant, so that you can separate them from their baby and sell the milk. And then you continue to breed them with specific males that you pick out because of their genetics, so that she or her baby, the next one, is deformed, right? To be a milk slave for you, even more so, to produce even more milk. Is that ever fair for someone to be born into existence with not their own purpose, but somebody else's?
I mean, again, I don't think that animals are at the same level as humans, but
They
I don't
don't
want to
need to
like
be.
keep
They don't need
dogging
to
that
be.
argument.
The point is what's important, right? They are sentient, we're sentient. And I would argue sentience is the only thing that we care about in humans. We don't care about their intelligence. We don't care about what they look like, who they're related to, right? What they think about doesn't matter. What matters is that they care about what happens to them. Animals care about what happens to them. So then what justifies continuing to use them?
I think that all right, I'll give a slightly different argument here. A family is poor, doesn't have a lot, but they have an animal or two, okay? And so
I mean, what are you going to feed that animal? Like,
if you have
no
grass or
poor person has an animal. And if they do, they're typically in another country. It's not typically, it's usually poorer countries. And if we're talking about people that have necessity, I'm not here to say you should starve. I'm saying if you have choices, right? If you don't have to put that animal in that situation, which most of the time you don't need to, what justifies doing that?
So if we're not talking the farm sense, but more of a hunting sense?
Again, if you don't need to, what justifies it?
Okay, you don't.
What is it that
There's a
you
lot of
think
things that people.
for you, not other people, you, what is
Okay.
it that you
Okay.
need from animals?
I need food. We'll go with that.
What do you need in food? You just need your nutrition, right?
So, if for me personally, my family has this farm and I get this meat from my parents for free, that is
It's putting in a
food
demand for
that I
somebody's
don't have to spend.
exploitation. But the point is, can you avoid it? Is there other things you can consume?
For free?
I mean, yes, I understand that you're saving some money, but is that fair? Would you accept that if you were the victim? Someone's like, I'm going to save $20, but I have to take your life. Would you find that fair?
I mean, I'm a human, so
Would you find that fair?
no, but I'm not an animal.
What about a human that has the same cognition as an animal? Do you think it's fair to them?
They're still a human.
Okay, so what is it about humans? If it's not their sentience, what is it about humans do you value so much?
We just said that humans have morality. I mean,
Not
there
all
are people that
humans.
think dogfighting is okay,
Yeah.
which I don't agree.
Okay, so can we exploit those people because they have a different morality?
I think that there are people that
You're not answering
This is
my
also gonna
question.
sound really
You're
dumb.
not answering my question. You just keep moving on to a new, it's called shifting the goalpost. You're not answering my questions. If someone believes dogfighting is okay, do you think that it's moral that we exploit them? The dog farmer or
Exploit them
the human.
exploit them as in make them what?
Use them for whatever we want. Like we do with
No,
animals.
they go to jail. They go to jail.
Okay. What I'm trying to say is that it doesn't matter human or animal. There is no morally relevant difference. I already went over this with you. Animals are sentient. Humans are sentient. The only thing we care about is sentience. What else is there to care about in humans? Because not all humans are moral. Not all humans are self-aware, right? Not all humans understand that there's going to be a tomorrow. It would still be immoral though to exploit those humans. That's why I ask you for a trait that covers all humans, but you can't find one. There is no morally
think
relevant
you're-
difference. Tell me then, what makes it okay to farm cows, make them pregnant, steal their babies, treat them as you do? Why can't I do that to humans? Treat humans exactly how you treat your cows. Why can't I do that?
You're saying the word exploit as though they're
Means to
getting...
use unfairly for my benefit. Why can I not, in your opinion, farm humans the way you farm cows?
I don't know how else to... You say I'm moving the goalpost, and I don't believe
Answer
that
my question.
I am.
Don't answer the question. Answer my question. Don't ask one. Answer it. What is the moral relevant difference between humans and animals that makes it I can farm one but not the other?
Because it's our same species.
So? What's wrong with that?
Like cannibalism,
What's wrong with cannibalism? Why is that bad? It's just a carnist being a carnist.
Most of the animal kingdom is
No.
also
Lions do
not
it. Lions will
cannibals.
eat their competition's babies. Does that now make it moral to eat babies?
No, because we're not the same as lions.
Yeah, I understand. But what I'm trying to say is what's the morally relevant difference that makes it okay to farm animals but not okay to farm humans? You said
Then laws,
cannibalism,
I
and I said,
suppose.
tell me what makes cannibalism immoral.
Man-made laws then.
So legality
man-made.
equals morality.
No, it doesn't. But I
Right.
don't
So
know
what
what
is
else.
the morally relevant difference between animals and humans that justifies the way we treat animals?
The fact that humans have morals and animals don't.
Not all humans have morals. Can I exploit those humans then?
No, because I'm talking about the general species.
It
So
doesn't, but that
you're
doesn't
protected
matter.
from
I'm
the
looking at
species.
the edge cases. Why would I make an exception for an edge case? Why would I respect a human that doesn't have morality?
I don't know how.
Why
we're
would I
obviously not
respect a
going to
human
agree.
that doesn't have morality?
You don't have to respect them.
Oh, so we can exploit people who maybe don't understand morality. That's elderly people maybe losing their cognition. That's people who may be mentally or handicapped. That might be children, babies. They don't all those group. Those are moral patients. They don't necessarily understand what's right and wrong. Are you saying it's okay to exploit them?
No, I said you don't have to
Exactly.
respect them. That doesn't
Oh,
equal.
do I have to or
that
not?
doesn't equal
Should I
exploitation.
respect them or not?
Oh, you sure
Why
should. It
should
doesn't mean
I?
you have to.
Why should I? Why should I?
Because they are your species. We're
Because they
supposed to
care
take
about
care
what
of
fucking
our
happens to them, H. Are you fucking kidding me? You're going around in a circle. Stop it. Stop it. Seriously, you're begging the fucking question. Why are they different? Because they're different. No, why are they different? Because they're different. That's what you're doing right now. You keep saying, because they're not my species. What do you respect about the handicapped one that's in your species? You can't even tell me why you respect handicapped people. Very sad. You should be embarrassed. Gross. We respect people that are these edge cases, not because we're related to them. We respect them because they care about what happens to them. Dummy. Fuck. Oh my God. It really worries me when people, especially polite people, are sitting there saying it's okay to exploit someone based on traits that I can't even name. Gross. As long as you benefit from the oppression, it's okay. Gross. And I thought you
100%.
laid out so well the SA involved to a cow, and she's like, no, they want it. How do you know they want it? She's all like arguing that you don't know that they don't want it when we can clearly see those signs, right? When they refuse.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
God.
I knew she was full of shit the moment she was like, "Oh yeah, my farm is totally different." You know, like every time somebody's like, "Oh, my farm is like totally different from everyone else."
Yeah.
Like we're just this better, higher end farm that treats our cows so great. Like, girl, you just told me that because your cow is rejecting to milk, that means they're ready for you to milk them? Like, no, that's not how it works.
Yeah, no. Also, what I did actually want to add something to that. You know, a lot of the times they don't really think about this. We put the calves, the female calves, in these huts, right? Little doghouse huts. We separate them, and then we're like, oh, they're not good mothers. It's like, if you did that to a human, right? You separate a human from parental experience, being around a parent, they're also not going to know how to be a parent. So these cows that end up
Right,
rejecting their
exactly.
babies, honestly, they're just those cases where it's like, well, yeah, they're not shown how to be a parent. And often because they go through this so many times, it's a way to protect themselves from the torture of having your baby stolen. So like they know what's happening.
Yeah, this is the same case for artificial insemination. They say artificial insemination is on the benefit of the cow because the bull could kill the cow, cause harm to the cow. And I was like, no, that's forcing two individuals who don't want to be together in a confined space
Yeah.
that that do these things.
I wouldn't
It's not
tolerate
that
that.
no, like who wants to be like that's like me being forced onto you
Yeah.
and then and then we oh yeah, it should be fine. They should just have this like platonic
Because
relationship
we're the
for a
same
second.
species.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
We just
It's pretty terrible. Yeah. I wouldn't tolerate being put in a confined space where a randy male gets to do whatever they want to me. And I also don't want someone sticking their arm up my orifices so that they can sexually assault me so I get pregnant. And
right, exactly.
I've actually, like you say, I've had farmers come up here that say they do AI out of compassion because of, like you mentioned, the bulls will actually break the backs of the cows. And I've had a farmer up here
Right.
tell me, he's like, I had to put down a cow because we were trying to do it this natural way. And he said it was terrible to watch. And often the cows do suffer. Like it's
Right.
aggressive and hard to watch. I'm like, I mean, stop doing it then. Stop. Gross.
Right. It's only an alternative to make this shitty situation slightly like quote unquote better, just more like efficient, I guess would be the best way to put it. It's like an efficiency thing. It's not a
Exactly.
compassionate thing.
The dairy
Um,
cows are on a schedule. You know, they have to have their
right,
calving at a certain time. The female cow has to be pregnant at a certain time. So they're like on a schedule the whole time.
right.
Yeah.
It's if they were in a natural setting like the oryx was or whatever, this wouldn't be the case. Like the bull wouldn't break the cow's back. The bull wouldn't harm the cow. In a platonic scenario where they actually choose their mates and everything, this doesn't happen. It's not like they are aggressive in nature. I heard somebody else the other day too say they breed. The reason is because they breed bulls to be aggressive. You can't breed behavior. You raise behavior.
Yeah.
Like you can't breed someone to be more aggressive. You can only breed someone to like have physical traits. You can't have them have mental traits. Mental traits are mostly raised, like in scenarios. So like bulls that are raised in compassionate settings are very compassionate
Yeah.
beings. Like
Actually, Lori, that I have up on my panel often, she talks about her grandparents had a companion bull that they cared for that they didn't use for anything. That was her friend. She always talks about. So yeah, absolutely, a nice environment will do it. Are we ready
yeah,
for the next
and
one? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
absolutely. Go ahead.
No, you can say what you're gonna say. I'll just mute. Hold on outside.
I like burgers.
Well, that's okay. It's good timing. Go ahead and say what you're gonna say.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say that studies have shown that bulls are like equally emotional and like they get affected by friends, family, and stuff like that. It's not just cows that are like these emotional maternal beings. Like bulls equally think about family. They just think about family in a different way. And if they're allowed to be around their young, they actually do grow affection for their young and stuff like that. It's so fucked up how we like make these whole like they have this whole studies to dictate what males will feel because they're forced to be in this situation, like bulls and everything and cows and everything. Like we act like we know their behavior based off of the situations we put them on when we never actually get to look how they would act if they weren't in that situation.
Yeah, exactly. Should we bring up another person?
Absolutely.
Let's do it. AR. Is it A Reddits? Is it A Reddits?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you over
Yeah.
18?
Yes.
What year were you born?
2005.
Okay. Why aren't you vegan yet?
Honestly, I think that meat and products from animals are necessary to humans' development and just honestly living,
What
in my
makes you
opinion.
think that?
Because it has been shown that
Where?
people who aren't I mean, you could search it up anywhere.
No, I
I
need
don't
you
really
to
know.
I need you to tell me why you believe this. What's your evidence? Just Google?
I don't have it like pulled up.
You don't search any further than just what Google, top search in Google?
No, like I pull up like certain
What
websites,
is
but
it
I don't.
then? What is it that you need from animals that you can't get from other sources? Okay. Spider Dude. Hey, are you over 18?
Burgers, chicken, yum, yum, yum.
Okay. I do agree.
People are wild today.
I know. Vegan burgers and vegan chicken are delicious. Yeah, a lot of kids. Hey, Voland, are you over 18?
Hi there, I am.
Okay.
I'm 31.
Why aren't you vegan yet?
So, because I really don't bite the whole propaganda behind
What is
it.
veganism?
And so, yeah, well, you know how you have the vegans and the vegans and the vegetarians.
What does vegan mean?
So the one are that they don't eat meat or eggs or milk or anything that has with any connection with animals, and the other ones kinda eat the fish sometimes and things like that. But
do you think veganism is a diet?
Yeah, well, not diet. You're kind of a movement.
Yeah.
So
What kind of movement are we? What kind of movement are we?
Yeah, well, I really cannot.
We are a rights
now
movement.
elaborate.
So veganism is an
that-
ethical stance against the exploitation of sentient beings. So if someone
Okay, cool.
if someone imprisoned you, if I want to give you an example because I want you to thoroughly understand what I'm explaining. So if someone imprisoned
Please.
you, right, and I could conveniently benefit from your exploitation, I would avoid doing so if I could, because I wouldn't want to be treated like that. Does that sound like it matches your own principles?
Yeah, I already heard all of that.
So you
and,
agree so you agree then that you should avoid demanding
yes,
someone's
of course.
exploitation.
Anything
Okay.
that you will tell me now, I will pretty much agree. But you ask me why I'm not vegan, and so I will, if I can say it. So there is the one that eat fish and things like that. And for example, I never heard you guys to argue. Some people eat the cockroaches and
Vegans don't.
things like.
Vegans don't.
Yeah, well, okay. So tell me, is vegan is the ones who don't eat anything?
Veganism is an ethical stance against the exploitation of sentient beings. We do not use animals if we can avoid doing so. Any animal products.
Okay, so but there is like vegans and vegetarians.
Vegetarianism is a diet. Again, veganism is an ethical stance. So I don't go to circuses. I don't go to zoos. I don't pay for cosmetics that were shoved in someone's eyes. Okay, I don't take medicine if I can avoid doing so, if I knew it was tested on somebody.
Okay,
I don't wear leather.
So
I don't wear wool. I don't wear silk. So it goes beyond your diet. It's not your diet. It's like being an abolitionist against human slavery.
So now we kind of find out that.
So why aren't you vegan? Why do you think it's okay to do this to animals?
Some types of mushrooms that.
Why do you think this is okay to do this to animals?
Communicate with each others.
Gotta zoom in on his face. I'm done talking to you. If you can't have a conversation with me, then maybe the language barrier is too strong. Did you want to say something to him? I decided to kick him.
No. I totally agree. That was a good call.
RTX, are you over 18?
Yes.
Oh, you're a child. You're a child. Hey, Levi, are you over 18?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Why aren't you vegan yet?
Because meat is so tasty. And no, but besides the troll, because I think that's the circle of life, man. Like, if anything, we kill animals much more ethically than they are in the wild by other animals.
Can I do that to humans since it's the circle of life?
No, because we are sentient. I don't believe that animals are sentient.
You don't believe that? Do you think your belief trumps science?
The science says they're not science.
The science
popular science
doesn't
says they're not
say
sentient.
that? Are you sure? Are you
popular
sure?
Science doesn't say.
Are you sure,
Do you
Levi?
know what sentience means?
Are you sure?
Do you know?
Go ahead.
Yeah, do you know what
they can
sentience means?
self-identify. If they go look in a mirror, they're gonna say that's.
No,
they understand that
Levi,
is them.
You're being disingenuous, Levi. You're lying.
That's
that is sentience. That's higher, being a higher intelligence of understanding.
Could I respond? You asked me a question. How is that not sentience? Let me answer the question. Sentience is the ability to have subjective experience. That's what sentience is. So subjective experience being like feeling pain, having eyesight, having emotions. That is what a subjective experience is. And that is what sentience is.
Levi, you're muted. We can't hear you. It's the middle button.
Oh, I didn't. I thought you muted me. I didn't know I had to unmute it. That was my first time doing the live. But being subjective means you can be subjective to yourself, like understanding you are your own person. I feel like that's being subjective.
No, sentience is the ability to have a subjective experience. You experience subjective emotions like pain, joy. We actually have the New York Declaration of Consciousness and the Cambridge Declaration of Consciousness. They go over thousands of studies. They even look at their anatomy. Animals are sentient. They care about what happens to them. They experience nociception. They avoid extreme pain. They change their behaviors. They have memories. They want to have the next experience. Since we know sentient beings want to live, what morally justifies farming them but not humans?
So if they're sentient in the way that you say they experience pain in their own life, so then lions and bears are just absolute psychopath monsters. I mean, are they just really bad?
They're not moral agents like you. We know what's right and wrong. We know that morality has complexity to it. We have humans that don't understand that, right? We don't hold them to the same level as us. We don't say children that do immoral things should be held to the same standard as a moral agent adult, right? Children do things that are immoral because they don't understand. It's more like they don't understand. A moral agent is someone who can be held accountable for their actions. Moral patients don't necessarily understand. They're just doing, whatever. Like animals, for example, are doing what they need to survive a harsh environment. You have a grocery store. So why aren't you vegan, Levi?
Sure. So, I mean, as a lesser life form, even if let's just say they are sentient. Why aren't you vegan? Why aren't I vegan? Because I believe that they would eat me. So I have no problem eating them.
Who cares what they would do? Why are you demanding someone be born into existence just to be your slave? What morally justifies that?
it's not a someone to me. To your,
See, that's a
you're saying
pivot,
as like it's
and that's a
being.
dodge, because you know damn well that they are a someone. Are they a fucking table,
Straight
Levi?
dodge.
Are they a table? Are they a table?
No, they're a lower
Does
life
a table
form.
care if I
Life
kick
form.
it? Does a table care if I kick it?
The animal
Does
will. I don't think we should.
Does a table? I'm gonna mute you. Does a table care if I kick the table? Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh my god. I can't stand when people do this pivot thing. It's like, answer my question and then we can move on. Hey,
It's
Landon.
just like basic
Hey, how's
conversation
it going?
standard.
I know, right? It's going all right. I'm a little frustrated. I had a lot of kids, so it's hard to come down
I
to some
hear ya.
people's levels.
Yeah. Can you hear me okay? I'm using headphones, which I typically don't do.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can hear you well.
Okay,
Loud and
sweet.
clear.
Awesome. Let's bring up another guest. Hey, user, are you over 18?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
55 in June.
Right on. Why aren't you vegan yet?
God gave us dominion over the animals.
Okay, so if I had a book that's really old that says I can enslave all men, am I morally justified to do so?
It's not equivalent to what I just stated.
My God said that I have dominion over all men. I get to enslave them. I can.
You're making a silly hypothetical.
That's not hypothetical, sir. Are you making fun of my religion?
No, you're making up something. You don't have a
No, this is my
religion that
religion.
says that.
Are you saying that only your religion is a real
What's your religion? What's your religion?
My religion, it doesn't matter what my religion is. It says I can enslave you, and you're actually a lesser being.
No, you
so
said
I don't
if
need to
I
answer
had.
that. You're a lesser being to
When
me.
you said if,
Does that
when
mean
you said if, that made it a hypothetical.
Listen, I'm trying to ask you if me having a religious text really does justify me violating another person's autonomy. Because that's what you just said. My book says I can violate their body, therefore I'm allowed to. Do you understand? That's why I made that example. So let's not get lost in the joke.
What's funny is,
go ahead, Landon.
In his Bible, slavery is permissible.
Yeah, there are parts that definitely normalize slavery, which I'm sure he would not be for. But I honestly don't want to sit here and debunk your religion either. I just want to make the point that regardless of what your text says, it doesn't give you the rights over someone else's body.
It's not text, it's scripture, it's the word of God.
Do you have to use animals in your religion, sir?
It's not a religion.
Can I be vegan and join your religion?
Okay, so
can I be vegan and join your group?
Of course you can.
Exactly. So I can be vegan and I can worship the same God as you, right?
Of course.
Okay, so that means you using your Bible is pointless.
Loves you. Jesus loves you.
I appreciate that. But what I'm trying to say is you don't need to use animals. Do you understand that animals can feel pain?
Of course.
Do you understand that animals care about what happens to themselves?
Of course.
Okay, so then what justifies taking the life from someone who wanted to live when you could use and eat something else?
Well, shrimp that I ate today tasted
You're
really
not answering my question.
good.
You're not answering my question. Is this question too hard for you? Is this question too hard for you? If animals want to live and you don't need to use them, what morally justifies you still using them?
I answered that the first question. God gave me that right.
So you're saying it's okay for me to enslave humans?
No, I didn't say
God
that
said
at all.
I can enslave humans.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't believe in God, do you?
It doesn't matter,
Why are all
user.
vegans
You're
atheists?
okay. Do you want to have a conversation, or are you just up here to preach about your stupid God?
My stupid God. You don't believe in?
No, I don't. Because I think you're using that religion to hold yourself back. You're not willing to look at someone you're exploiting because you're so fixated on your book. It's ridiculous. Like, why can't you just take a second, Step aside from your religion and recognize there's someone sentient being harmed. Like, what if my book said I can kick dogs for fun? It would still be immoral. The dog cares about what happens to them. I'm just so bored with the religious people. They just want to fake outrage. Oh my God, you can't tell me no because my God says that it's okay. It's pathetic. Be an adult. Can you not make decisions by yourself? It's pathetic. You have to have an imaginary friend. Juice Man, are you over 18?
Yeah.
Is it Keon?
Yeah.
What's the first part of your name?
Keon.
Are you there?
Can you hear
We
me?
can't hear you if you're talking.
Okay, hold up. Can you hear me now?
Uh-oh. I don't know what happened.
That's weird. I can hear him. Can you hear me?
Oh.
Yeah, I can hear
Oh, I
you,
hear
but
you
I
now.
can't.
I hear you now.
Oh, okay.
That was weird. Must have been a TikTok
That's
error.
weird.
That was wild.
Yeah.
Okay. Your first name, I'm sorry. What was it one more time?
Keon.
Keon. Okay. I just want to make sure I address you appropriately. Keon, did you say you're over 18?
Yes, ma'am.
Right on. Why aren't you vegan yet?
Well, I just like, eating animals.
Okay, so it's just
I know that sounds, messed up, but
I appreciate the honesty. Like, I understand some people say it to troll, but it is most often the honest answer. So do you know what veganism is?
I believe that it's just eating plants and stuff like that.
I mean, that's a byproduct of veganism, but veganism itself is an ethical stance against the exploitation of sentient beings. So I don't want to demand your exploitation because I think that's unfair, right? I wouldn't want to be exploited, so I shouldn't demand you be exploited. Does that sound like it aligns with your own principles?
To a certain point, yes.
Okay, so in what scenario do you think it would be acceptable to demand someone's exploitation when you can avoid doing that?
Well, it's not someone, it's something, in my opinion. And
okay, so are they a table?
No.
Okay. Does a table care when you kick the table?
Tables are not alive.
Yeah, they don't care. What about a dog? Does a dog care?
I guess, yeah.
But they're a thing. I thought things don't feel.
Yes.
Okay, so is a dog a someone or a something?
It's something.
It's a something. It's closer related to a table than it is an animal human.
I wouldn't put it in them terms, but yeah.
Wow. That's really sad. Did you take biology ever?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on. Could you just describe why a dog is closer to a table than a human? Why?
Because. Okay, name one. I didn't get to finish, but are dogs smart as us?
Okay, wait a second.
That's
no, go ahead.
Answer the question.
The fact that they could have
Answer the
any
question.
level. Hold on. I'm answering it. The fact that they have any cognition at all already proves you wrong. The fact that you say they have smart, like any level of being smart, just proves you wrong that they are closer to us than they are a table. Because a table has zero smarts, they have zero cognition, they have zero anything. They are not a living being. They are a thing. They are an object. Where a dog is an individual that has intelligence, that has sentience.
You're right on that. My bad. You actually got me on that. Good for you. Now, can you tell me something really quick? Why can't I just live my life how I want to live my life? Is my question.
Why can't they just live theirs?
Oh, I don't know. Because I want to eat
Can I
them.
answer that one?
I mean, look at all these other animals. If they're okay, yeah. What's up?
Yeah. So the reason why, I mean, you can live the way you want to live, but the reason why we're saying something about it is because you're creating a victim with your actions.
How?
Because you're paying for animals to be slaughtered so you can consume them.
Well, hey, I mean,
how is that not a victim whenever you are paying for an animal to have their throat slit or to have a bolt gun in their head, or be
I mean,
gassed, or
what have we been doing for centuries? I mean, eating
yeah,
meat.
what does that have to do with right now? What does it have to do with us having the option to not
I
do
mean,
these
why
things right
can't
now?
we though? Our
But
bodies
we
our
can't. We
bodies are
can.
physically designed to
We
process meat.
we are omnivores, and we are not obligate omnivores.
Okay.
Yeah, so we don't have to eat meat. We are able to, but just because we're able to do something doesn't mean that we should if there's victims involved.
I mean, a chicken is not a victim, but okay.
How is a chicken not a victim when you're harming the chicken?
I mean, it's just a thing. So
It's not a
other
thing.
animals.
We already
So
established
basically, what you're
this.
saying is other animals can kill, but we can't kill.
Okay, so let's go into that for a second. Would you say that a lion has the instinct to go and hunt down a gazelle?
Yeah.
Can a lion reason with a person to not go and do that?
No.
Okay. Can a lion, um, let's say, can they? Sorry, I lost my train of thought here. But so we've established that
Take your time, bro.
they have to do it because they have the instinct. They do it to
Okay.
survive, and we cannot reason with them to make another decision. So
Okay.
that's why we can't ask them to do these things. That's why they can't do these things. They literally have the instinct to do these things. You don't. We don't.
I mean,
We might have done that in the past, but we're in a situation right now where we do not have to exploit animals to thrive.
but we can. So why not?
Again, we're kind of going in circles because there's victims involved. We don't want to like
Okay. There's
if
victims
you
involved. There's victims involved with everything.
that doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Like what do you, so like
I
you
mean,
if
you're
you
getting
if you
Animal products have a direct, like, there is no way around it. If you buy someone's flesh, their secretions, you're demanding their direct exploitation. There is no way around it. Everything else, when it comes to
Yeah, you're
crops,
right.
electronics, you
Hey,
don't
if I
need.
season it with
Hold
a little
on,
bit of
hold on,
garlic and
hold
onion,
on, hold on. What did he say?
it be.
he's talking about seasoning food or seasoning maybe animal products. I
Okay.
don't know.
Okay. All I'm trying to say
Why you
is
muting me?
because you keep interrupting me. Just stop for a second. I'm just saying, I don't even remember my thought now because you're just so freaking focused on the mute button. The point is you don't
Okay.
need to use animals. I'll stop now. Go
Yeah.
ahead, Landon.
I don't need to,
I
but I want to.
I just want to say one thing. I don't like. So we're all talking about what is happening, but the question is what should be happening, right? We've all stated what is
What should be
happening.
happening is we should live our life how we want to live our life, and hey,
So
That
if I want to harm you, Keon, that'd be okay because that's how I want to live my life.
I mean, it's not. You can try.
No, that's not what I'm saying. According to you, if I want to hurt you, I can do that because that's how I want to live my life.
Yeah, you can.
so
Okay,
kidnappers are
that's weird. So
justified to be
you're not someone
kidnappers.
we like. You don't have any
I mean,
moral
there's
consistency.
laws, but are there
No,
laws not to?
laws don't equal
I'm
rights.
So
Like
if
just
you
because the
were
law's in place doesn't mean that it's a good thing.
Yeah, let's say you were a king, right? You had supreme leadership over law. You
Yeah,
would make it acceptable for kidnappers to kidnap children because that's how they want to live their life.
yeah. I guess. Nah, I'm just playing, but nah. Cause wait, did you just say that we're evolved from like animals, but now we're comparing ourselves to animals? Like, which one is it? Is my
Well,
question.
I didn't say that. Uh, I always and I don't think we're equal to. I don't think we're above. I think we all have similarities and differences, right? Like I don't equate anything. I don't think anyone actually here does equate anything. We are just saying there is differences and similarities. There is differences in humans, and there is with animals, and there is also similarities, and the similarities matter more when it comes to should we victimize or not victimize animals.
Okay, I mean, So basically, what you're saying is, if a lion has a similarity to a, let's say, jaguar, and similar will be a big cat, they shouldn't fight or attack each other.
I didn't say that either. This is where the differences come in. There is laws in nature that is dictated
So we're
by
gonna follow
nature.
the. Oh my
No,
God! You know
we
what? I'm
have
gonna just
our.
get
Oh,
off.
hold
Have a
on,
good
hold
day.
on, hold on, hold on.
Have
We
a good
have
day,
our.
bro. Have a
Listen,
good
dude.
day.
Listen, do we
Have a
have
good.
a. You just said that we have our own fucking structures on how we act. So why would we fucking base our actions off of nature? That's not even close to what I was saying. I'm saying we can let nature be nature. We have our own actions that we do within our society, right? And so therefore we should decide whether or not what we should or should not do. I.e.,
Big
we
L for
should
Keon.
anyway. Sorry.
Yeah.
Didn't mean to take over that.
No, I think honestly he probably just lost focus because he
I mean,
seemed
he
easily
literally
distracted.
said that it's okay for me to hurt him because I want to do that.
Yeah. I wanted to ask him, so are you not for human rights then? Is that what I'm hearing? Because, like, it's one thing if you
Like,
consent to something, right? It's another if it's just, oh, because one's okay with it, we can do it to all.
yeah, I mean, with his logic, that means that the Holocaust was okay. That means that slavery was okay. That, like, what the fuck is he talking about?
I don't know. I don't know. You guys did well, though. Boo-hoo.
Hello.
Hey, are you over
Hello.
18?
Yes, I am over 18.
What year were you born? You sound very young.
I'm 2006, so I'm technically 19.
Okay. Well, why aren't you
Mm.
vegan yet?
Because I personally don't think that I contribute to the slaughter of animals. I feel like everybody does. Everybody does participate in the slaughter of animals, technically. But personally, on a personal level, people who eat the processed food and everything from the grocery stores are not necessarily making the animals the victim. The person who is killing them and, selling their parts is.
Why do you think those products are there?
Honestly, I don't know. Also, can I just say real quick?
Okay.
I really love how you guys are being very respectful. I've seen a lot of lives where they're being very rude and hateful.
Okay.
So I just wanted to say that I really do appreciate you guys for that.
Repeat your last point again for me, just so I make sure I'm responding to the right question. Say what you said before you gave the compliment.
Yeah, of course. So what I was saying was, I think on a personal level, we don't really contribute to the slaughter of animals. The people who kill them and sell them.
Right. Do you think if no one bought the product on the shelf, do you think they would still continue to breed animals into existence to make those products?
Most likely, but after
If no one bought
point, at a certain point, it would stop.
So you think that they would just keep making it, hoping that somebody bought it, but keep producing even though nobody's buying it?
Yes. Because
do you know why
stores
businesses
really
go into business? Do you think they like to just lose money?
No.
Okay. So when you decrease your demand, we actually see this happen. When you decrease your demand, they actually breed fewer animals into existence because they don't want to exceed the demand. They don't want to have excess. They want you to buy it, right? Because otherwise it's a loss of money. They're losing money.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you don't buy it, they don't produce it. That's how supply and demand works. In fact, they've found that one person going vegan can save up to 100 animals, if not more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still young, so I know I still have a lot to learn.
That's fine. But, I'm not here to say, haha, you don't know this or something. It's more like you as an individual actually have a lot of power. You know, they pay attention to where your dollar goes. They start producing the things that you do buy. So, you have a lot of say. So with that power, what's stopping you from, living a life not demanding animals be exploited?
Honestly, that is a great question, and I don't have an answer for you.
Okay.
Um,
Do you know what the animals go through? Have you seen footage of, farms and slaughterhouses?
no, ma'am, I have not.
Okay. So what I would suggest is just take a screenshot of my resources. Check out the first documentary. It's called Dominion. I put 2018 next to it because I think there's another Dominion movie that came out in 2025 that's unrelated. So if you put in Dominion 2018 in YouTube in the search, it'll pop right up. It's a free documentary and it just shows you standard practice. So regardless of what you decide you're going to do from here on out, whether you're going to be vegan or not, I do highly suggest that everyone watch this film because you should know what it is that you're demanding. It's not it's not really responsible of you as a consumer to blindly buy things, right? You should know what it is you're demanding.
Yeah, and I don't think a lot of people really think about, because I know I personally didn't, but I don't think a lot of people really think about what the animals go through when they start buying these products.
Oh yeah.
They're just worried about, food on their plate, which I know
Absolutely.
I can understand that because I practically have had the same mentality, but I think I'll work on changing. I'm not sure if I can
Well, I
because
would
I've
just
never tried.
I would honestly check out these resources. So watch Dominion and ask yourself, do I want to continue to support this? And that means even if you're given these things, you're still putting in that demand because who's ever giving it to you wants to make you happy, right? They'll probably
Yeah.
buy that again and try to give it to you again. So it's about, if you watch that and you realize I don't want to support this anymore, then the next tier down is just figuring out how to make those changes in your life. And don't overwhelm yourself, just remember why you want to do this, that it's for the animals and that, they have to stay in that situation, right? We get to live free. They have to stick with that. That's what honestly drives me to keep wanting to talk to people because, you could prevent that. Those animals don't need to be in those spaces for you, and that honestly should make you feel good because you're doing a good thing, even though it's bare minimum
And I know.
respects.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I
like
know
I'm
Oh,
sorry,
sorry. Go
Boo.
ahead.
So I haven't been doing lives very often, and this morning I saw a dairy farm video of a dairy farmer just repeatedly kicking a cow in the head over and over again. And immediately I was like, I'm fucking doing a live right now. Like, I am hopping back on because, dude, people need to know what they're paying for. And the
Yeah.
only way to know is to look at these types of videos and realizing that either you don't give a shit or you do and you don't want to pay for that shit anymore.
Yeah. I mean, I can agree with that.
Yeah, it all stems from looking at us. I just wanted to add, it all stems like the reason why some of these atrocities happen where someone's kicking the cow or they're stabbing them with a pitchfork or something. It's because it starts from the mentality that an animal is a something, that they're a resource to be used, and at that point, they're a product, right? They're no longer an individual with experiences. So when the product doesn't work the way it's supposed to, when the product refuses to, go with the flow and make the workday easy, it's easy for the worker to get mad at the product and treat the product poorly because it doesn't matter what the product experience is, it's a thing. So when you use animals, it's just saying this someone is a something. And of course, inevitably, abuse will come through. It's just the way it is.
Yeah. I mean, I know y'all were talking about tables and dogs earlier. Sorry. But I wanted to say that I have a cat. She's a little baby and I love her so much, but I would hate if anything like that happened to her.
Oh yeah, same.
Dude, so what's your cat's name?
Her name is Plim, and I love her so much. She's my baby.
Clem. Okay, so this is something that a little exercise that I like to ask people to do. So picture Plim's face and picture how cute Plim is and how sweet Plim is.
Oh, she's
And
not sweet, but she's definitely
well,
still my baby.
okay. Well, but think about how Plim has her own personality and like you love Plim, right?
Yeah.
So picture 92 billion Plims being bred to be slaughtered every single year at a very young age, given no love whatsoever. and just treated as a commodity and something to use.
Dude, I'm gonna cry.
It's like it's not a good thing. So the 92 billion animals that are being bred each year have the exact same sentience as Plym,
Okay.
that want to
Yeah.
be loved
I don't.
and
Yeah,
want to
I
be
don't think
free.
I could be. I don't think I could support that then, at all.
Well,
Then
that's weird. I was
please
gonna
watch those
say,
documentaries.
take a
Yeah.
screenshot. It's good. They're good
Yeah,
resources to have.
I took a screenshot when you asked me to. I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna check that out.
Awesome. If you check out that film and you want to talk to somebody or ask some questions, feel free to reach out to any of us on the panel. That's what
Of course.
we're here for. Awesome.
All right. Well, I
Also,
oh, sorry.
one more, no, it's cool. One more thing is that people are gonna, if you go on this route, people are gonna give you shit. Your friends are gonna give you shit. Your family might give you shit. It doesn't matter because you know that you are not participating in unnecessary exploitation and that you're sticking to your own morals. And also, people are going to probably give you shit about, oh, you're not getting enough nutrition. It has been proven that you can thrive on a plant-based diet. So just look into it before believing some asshole trying to, change your mind because you're doing something different than them.
Yeah, of course. And I've never let anybody else's words or opinions stop me from doing like what I want, or not really what I want, but what I need to do and what I see my goals as. Even my family, my family is weird. Sorry, but
Oh, dude, whose isn't?
but anyways, awesome. I do appreciate you guys for the time. Thank you for giving me a little bit more education on the important stuff going on.
Yeah.
And I hope you guys have a great night.
Sounds good. You have a great
You
day.
too, man.
See ya. Awesome. Well done, guys. Round of applause. W's in the chat. Please, W's in the chat for the last guest. That's amazing. Everyone should be curious about veganism and checking out our resources. Awesome. Actually, I wanted to give you a follow. Where are you? Well, I'll see you in my... Oh, there. Is that you? No. Where are you? Darn it. Well, I'll find you, and I'll follow you later. Sometimes I can't figure out how to use the desktop TikTok. Like, the buttons on the phone are a lot more intuitive. All right, let's bring up another guest. Alfie.
Hi, yes. Hello.
Hi, are you over 18?
Sorry, I sound a little young. Yeah.
Oh,
2007, 15th
no,
November.
I don't believe you. Sorry, I sound young. That's not something that someone over 21 says. Sorry, I sound young.
Yeah, they don't try to advertise that.
Oh, hello.
Oh, honey. Is it hail with an exclamation? So maybe it's Haya. Is it Haya or hail?
It's Hi.
Oh goodness, honey, I'm so sorry. You're so young. All the kids. Sab, hey, are you over 18?
Fuck you and the vegans, motherfucker. Fuck.
Aw, kid practicing, being a moral patient.
Where are your fucking parents, bro?
I know, right? Where are all these parents? All right. Is it truest? Oh, no, maybe not.
That just shows just pure indoctrination.
Yeah, the fact that they're already repeating these things.
Yeah.
Bow Bow? Hey,
Good day, everybody.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. Are you over 18?
Nice to see you.
Are you over 18?
1973.
Oh, okay. Right on.
1973.
Oh, is there a delay?
I'd say.
Oh, there is a delay?
Oh, man. Oh, I can hear you.
I think he's just delayed a little bit, like in the...
Okay. I'm going to drop you, Bow Wow, but you can, if you request right back up, I'll bring you up because the delay is kind of big. I feel like that might interrupt our conversation. So I'm going to drop you, but request right back up. See if I can see you on the list. Oh, there you are. Bring you back up. Sometimes TikTok has errors.
How are you?
I'm good.
How are you? Good job. Nice.
Okay,
That's
nice.
better.
All right.
So nice to hear everybody. That's cool.
Why aren't you vegan yet?
I know something that maybe you don't, that animals don't suffer at the moment of death. You know that, right?
That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Is what morally justifies taking life from someone who wanted to live?
What was funny about that? I don't understand.
Well,
Is
because it
funny
doesn't
that they're
matter. It
denying
doesn't
the
matter
pain that you
about
thought they
do
felt?
you just want to fight? Is that why you're up here? You just want to fight with someone? Or did
No,
you want to
no,
have a
no. Go
genuine
ahead. Say your
conversation?
thing, yeah.
Okay. We'll stop. If you're going to cry because someone laughed, I mean, we're not going to be able to have a conversation. I'm going to laugh if you say something funny. It's going to happen. Carter, are you over 18?
Yes, I am.
No, you're not. Mongering, are you over 18? Monging, sorry. Mogging? Hello?
I don't have to be vegan.
Well, the animals would prefer it if you were. You can live your same lifestyle without using animals. Ooh. Oh my gosh, these kids are hopped up on sugar.
Dang, I don't get kids like that. Why is this happening?
I don't know. I don't know. Often this happens to me if it's for me
Hello?
later in the evening. Hey.
Hello?
Julian?
Yes.
Hey, are you over 18?
Yes.
Right on.
I was born 2006.
Okay.
19 years old.
Why aren't you vegan yet?
Because I love bacon.
Oh. Like human bacon?
Oh. Nah, pig.
Oh. Well, like, have you ever had human bacon?
Not.
Would you?
Never.
Why not?
Never. So I'm not a cannibal.
But what's wrong with that?
What if it tastes better?
Yeah.
What if it tastes better than pig bacon?
Whoa.
Like, what if I tried this science experiment where I just went around handing people human bacon, right? And then they had this bacon. They were like, this is the best bacon I've ever fucking had. And then I tell them it's human bacon. Would that justify what I did, giving people human meat?
No, not. I don't believe.
Okay, so why would it justify pigs tasting good for you to eat them?
I'm not a pig.
Actually, you're called
What does that
long
mean?
pig.
Yeah.
I'm a what?
You're called long pig.
Oh.
It's a term that was used for human flesh.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
Whoa.
are we now morally justified to breed and farm humans for human bacon?
No, we are not.
Why not?
Because we're not savages.
What does that mean?
Like, we're not just out here.
I mean, you're talking like a savage right now, to be completely honest. Like, if you want to talk about we're not savages.
You got me there.
You
got me there. I'll give that to you.
I'm honestly not really okay even with the use of that word because it's often used as a slur. So I don't know.
I didn't mean it as a slur.
I don't know why you're invoking such terminology.
No, I did not mean it as a slur. I promise.
King.
I didn't mean it as a slur. I meant it as like just someone who's killing other humans. Hello?
Am I the only one that can't hear now again?
Yeah, it's just you.
Oh no, I can't hear anybody.
Uh-oh.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
My apologies for that word. I did not mean it as a slur at all.
Yeah, neither did I. I wasn't even aware that it was a slur.
I just always loved bacon.
All right, so just because you love the taste of someone, does that justify you to enslave and murder them?
No.
Okay. So do you want, like, would you grant that what happens to pigs is slavery and murder?
No.
Okay, why not?
Because that was what they were born to do.
So that's what slaves were born to do, was to be used for a product. I'm not sure that, like, that's kind of like a counterintuitive statement. because you just said they're not slaves because they were born to be slaves.
I misheard you. That's my apologies.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I've just
if you
always
if that
had it. It's just always been in my house. I've always ate it.
Okay. So if you were to find out today that you didn't need to have that, and you could have other sources of food that were maybe they might taste a little different, maybe they are like other foods that aren't bacon, they'll give you the same nutritional advantage that bacon gives you, right? And you don't have to participate in the slavery and murder of pigs to do so because pigs don't want to be locked inside of a cage their entire life to where they're rolling on top of their babies and killing their babies because they're such in tight confinements just so they can become bacon. And I don't know of any being that would want to like that is sentient that would want to be in that position.
Would you like a steak?
Would
No, no.
All right, I'm sorry,
Okay.
buddy.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if your friend is over 18, but again, you need to be over 18 to be here.
It's my
So
little cousin. It's my little cousin.
oh, okay. Yeah. So yeah, if they try to take over the conversation, I think we're gonna have to like kick you down. So
Get the hell
yeah,
out of
like
here, little shit.
so
Don't worry, he's gone. He's gone.
okay. So yeah, if you could find out that you didn't need to participate in the slavery and murder of animals, would that like
Well, it's so
stir
much
you
more.
into the?
It's so much more expensive.
How is it more expensive to eat?
Vegan
Like
food. Vegan food.
yeah, do you know what vegan food is? Like, because there's
With no
TVP out
meat.
there, and that yeah. So like, there's
I live in
TV.
a small town. We don't have all that fancy stuff. Little farm town.
TVP is not like fancy. Rice, beans, lentils, legumes.
Oh.
Yeah, they're not fancy. They're also cheaper than meat. Um, yeah, like the gladiators were fed barley, and they were slaves. Like you know, barley is so
good.
yeah, and you know, like it's cheaper, and you can.
Carter, get out of my room. I already told you. Leave.
Okay.
Go to your mom. Jesus, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. I get it. So yeah, if like again, like if you were to find out that you didn't have to do that and it was like cheap enough for you to actually do, you were able to get your nutritional needs. Like I don't want to like label, but it seems like you it sounds like you want to get protein and like be fit and stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe you don't.
Bulking up for
Yeah.
baseball.
Okay. So yeah, if you were able to get your nutritional needs like protein and stuff like that, would that be enough for you to go vegan?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's all about flavor, though. You know,
Okay.
taste
Yeah.
buds need happiness.
Okay, sorry about
so, no worries. So taste bud, like your taste buds are gonna like change naturally anyway. Like something might taste weird at first, but then once you start to eat it regularly, it might taste good. Like I can't stand the smell of bacon now, and I used to love bacon too.
Really?
Yeah. Like I had bacon when I was before I turned 21. I went vegan after I turned like once I turned 21. So, but now I'm 28 and I hate the smell of bacon. Like the smell of bacon is revolting to me. So like your senses are going to change as you change your habits and stuff like that.
Okay.
Not only that, but like you can make food taste good just by like seasoning it or you know like adding
salt,
different
pepper?
yeah, salt and pepper, other seasonings, like nutritional yeast has like a cheesy like flavor if you want to add like more cheesy like flavors to your stuff. Um I don't know how much I can swear on here, so I'm gonna try to keep it on a minimum. So, but yeah, like it's and I think that there's resources on the screen. I think, right? Yeah, it looks like there's on the screen there's resources for
Oh
you to
yeah.
actually like try that stuff out for all the how to get all those tasty foods and stuff. And I
I
think
also have a
vegan
question
easy is
too.
okay. Go ahead.
How does the process of dairy affect the cows and like honey to bees?
Okay, so it's just the way I put it, like if you're ever questioning like whether something is good or bad, just put humans into that perspective. And if it wouldn't be good for humans, it's not going to be good for any other victim, right? Uh, so as far as the process for bees, they cut the wings off of the queen honeybee
Oh crap.
because queen honeybees will migrate the hive. They don't like to stay in the same house,
They don't.
right? They like to move, they like to migrate, they build new hives periodically
Okay.
because they need to pollinate in different areas, right? Like they can't just keep pollinating in the same area. So once they
Yeah.
pollinated, get all their honey in one area, they'll move houses.
Yeah.
And so what bee farmers will do is they'll cut the wings off of the queen. They will kill the drone bee, that's the male, to get the semen out and forcefully impregnate the queen bee.
I believe it was something like
to
6
reproduce.
males. In fact, it's like multiple males they squish to get enough semen.
That's strange that they are able to even do that. It's
Yeah.
weird.
And so, like I said, just every time that you have to ask if something is moral or not, just put humans into that same perspective. And if it wasn't justified to do that to humans, it wouldn't be justified to do that to another sentient being that feels pain, has emotion.
Do you have any pets? Do you have a dog or a cat?
So I live with my mom right now, just temporarily. And she has a dog.
What do you feed it?
When I feed her like more plant-based stuff. But when my mom is like feeding her or my sister is feeding her, they.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Because.
So they make plant-based dog food.
Yeah, you could also make homemade plant-based dog food. Like like dogs are omnivores.
All right. Well, I have to go, but I appreciate this conversation.
No
I don't
worries.
want to leave, so could you drop me, please?
Yeah. Could you just? Oh, I was gonna ask. Did he? I was just gonna make sure that he got those resources. Yeah. Make sure you download those resources.
He might be still in the chat. I don't know. I don't see his name. Maybe he did leave. Oh, nope, there he is. He's still here. So yeah, take a screenshot of the resources. Thank you for coming up here. Thank you guys for covering, by the way. My headphones just died. So
No, you're good.
I was like trying to plug in all these different cords, and then my partner gives me his headphones. We plug them in and they work just fine. I was like, damn it. Damn it when tech dies.
Nothing pleases me more than making trolls participate in authentic conversations.
Yeah, it seemed like you had him pinned down there.
I love getting trolls to start participating in real conversation.
Absolutely.
So.
Yep. It's a real achievement. All right, let's try another one. Hey, Blood Evolver, are you over 18?
Yeah, June 14th, 2005.
Okay.
You can call me Sherm.
I call you what?
Sherm, SHERM.
Sherm?
Yeah, so
okay.
I guess I want to say debunk a little bit. So your guys' whole point is like not killing animals, right?
No.
Then what's the point you're trying to make?
Veganism is an ethical stance against the exploitation of sentient beings. So we're trying to avoid demanding someone's exploitation because we don't need to do it. And if we were in that position, we would want the person that's using us to stop using us.
Okay. Sure.
Okay. So what's stopping you from living vegan?
Well, my thing is like I've always grown up in like the farm area and stuff. And if you got a lot of farmland, right? You're growing, let's say, crops, soybeans or whatever it is that you're wanting to grow, right?
Okay.
And
Go ahead,
you got
Landon.
animals coming on, like squirrels, deer, doe, buck, duck, whatever. I'm slaughtering all of them
Why?
because for y'all to even have your vegetables, them animals got to die, or else.
No.
Oh yeah, they do. They
Go
do.
ahead.
They
Go ahead,
don't have
Landon.
to. They're
I've been a farmer for a
so
while, bro.
farmers. Hold on, man.
Not
So
only that,
farmer.
we're actually providing in a way of life a cycle. But I mean, yeah, they're gonna come and eat crops because that's a cycle of life. That's what they're meant to do,
Can
right?
I respond?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So the farmers that are growing crops, they are not vegan. If they were, we would have found a way to not unalive animals so that we can grow crops. But even in the way we are doing it now, we are unaliving these animals as a defense to keep our crops from not being stolen or eaten. So that's completely different than actually breeding animals for the sole purpose of using them.
Okay,
You see what I'm
so
saying?
yeah, sure. Um, I just feel like that's a little bit of a debunk, but let's backtrack a little bit. Let's go back to the beginning of the conversation. So, your whole thing is breeding animals and slaughtering them, right? Okay.
Not just slaughtering them, just using them in general.
So, do you like horses?
Yeah, I like horses.
Do you like to ride horses?
No, I do not.
Would you?
No, I would not.
Why?
Because I do not want to use another animal when I don't have to. Yeah, so I like horses. I love horses. They're awesome. But I
Would you
love
have one as
them.
a pet?
Sorry, what?
Would you have one as a pet?
I would not have any animal as a pet. I would have them as a companion that I rescued. I wouldn't buy an animal. I wouldn't demand someone breed an animal for me to own. If I were to have a horse, it'd be because I would be rescuing that horse so I can give that horse a better life.
Okay, let me rephrase that. A companion.
Hold on one second. There's a racist in. Okay, someone got him. Sorry. Okay, go ahead. Oh no, another person.
Yeah, thank you to my mods. Please make sure we kick out anybody who is being racist. That is not okay.
Jeez,
Thank you.
and
Perfect. You got him.
fucking.
I was about to do it. You got him.
Back to the conversation. I kind of see what you're getting at to a certain extent. I would put that out there. But I mean, I get it. And then there's, I guess, not.
Okay,
But
so
the pig.
oh, sorry, Landon. You're still talking to him. Sorry.
No, it's
But
okay. You can take over if you want.
Well, so I guess I'm a little confused. So what is it? What was your reason again for not being vegan?
simply because I don't want to be.
Okay.
Why do I?
So do you remember what veganism is?
A little bit.
Okay. So we're not demanding someone be exploited for us. If we can avoid demanding someone's exploitation, we do so.
Sure.
Okay. Does that do you agree
I have a
that
sister
others
that's vegan.
Sorry?
I have a sister that's vegan.
Okay. Why is she vegan?
Because that's what she wants.
Have you ever asked her why she's vegan?
No, I don't need to.
Okay. Why are you bringing her up?
Because, I mean, I feel like if that's what someone wants,
If you're worried about crop deaths, which is what you had brought up earlier, I wanted to point out that the animals you use consume crops that must be harvested. So animals eat way more than we do. In fact, we have studies that show we dedicate 83% of our current agricultural land for the space they take up and the space for their food. And if we stop breeding animals for our uses, we could actually reduce our ag land use by 75% and still feed 10 billion humans a fully nutritious, calorie-dense diet.
Okay.
So what that means is, if we're worried about the animals passing away in crop fields, which I absolutely agree, we should address that. Going vegan is definitely the first step, and honestly, you can't protect those animals without going vegan. We can improve how we farm crops. You can't take the exploitation out of farming animals. Farming animals is enslaving animals.
I agree to a certain extent.
What does that mean?
I mean, I don't know. It's kind of just what the construct of the government and everything, and what's built on. And
I never mentioned anything about any government.
Well, I'm saying like we've ate animals since.
Who cares? Who cares? Who cares?
But,
what does that matter?
Just like.
It doesn't matter what we did in the past. We know now that we can thrive without using animals. That's all that matters. We can thrive right now. Why don't you want to respect animals?
I do respect animals.
Well, do you think demanding that they have a knife dragged across their throat is respect?
After they get to a certain age, yes.
Why don't we do that to humans that reach a certain age?
We actually do.
That's Delulu. So why don't we?
Not.
Why don't we? You're gonna be 86 years old, and you're gonna stand up in line. Someone's gonna drag a knife across your throat. You think that's moral?
Oh, I'm gonna live past 86.
No, you're not, because you just said that we should take the life of old people because they're reaching a certain age.
That's not what I said.
Why is it okay to do to animals then when they're at a certain age?
Because why not?
Because they care about what happens to them. Why not do it to children?
They die.
They only die because we demand that they be unalived. When you go to a store, you pick up these packages, you're literally telling you're telling the producers to send the next individual into that system to replace what you've purchased. That's called supply and demand. If nobody demanded that product, they wouldn't breed individuals into existence.
What about if they died from old age?
They don't.
Also,
in fact,
that doesn't happen.
Yeah, we take their life at a fraction of their potential lifespan. Often at like 2 to 3, like the very early on ages. They're mostly babies that we send to the slaughter. Go ahead, Landon.
The animals that we breed can live a very long time.
It's because they're domestic animals. If they weren't domestic, they would live very short lives.
No, they wouldn't exist if they wouldn't exist if we didn't breed them.
Let's say no, that's not true. That
is very true. Okay. That is very true. Also, so let me just get to my point. So one, they wouldn't exist if we weren't breeding them. 2, people that breed animals to use their bodies, they do not wait till they're old because they can get what they need at a very young age. So that wouldn't be cost effective for them to wait a very long time to end their life so they can make money off their body. So nobody is waiting a long time for them to die of natural causes or wait till they're very old to unalive. People do not do that. That is not a thing.
There are a lot of farmers that do.
No, there is not. The animals that get slaughtered are around 2 years old when it comes to like cows. And what, pigs are 6 months, chickens are what?
6 weeks.
6 weeks? Yeah.
I think it's something like 42 days for chickens.
That's insane. Yeah, so the like y'all are talking like in a fantasy. And even so, you are breeding an animal to use as a commodity, which they are sentient beings. We shouldn't be using animals, period.
Okay.
Let me give you an example. So let's say I really like puppies. So I go to a shelter and I adopt a puppy. And I take it home, we cuddle, I love them, I feed them the best food that I can. You know, they get all the care that they could ever want. And then a couple years go by and they get a little bigger, and I realize, I like them better as a puppy. So I take them out into the forest, they're just trouncing around having a great time, and when they don't expect it and they don't even know, I pew them in the back of the head. And then I go to the shelter and I get myself a new puppy. Do you think that's moral?
That's insane. That's insanity.
Right.
I don't know.
I agree. That's insane. We shouldn't do that. What is the difference between that and using animals for taste pleasure?
Because they're livestock.
What's the difference? What separates a cow and a dog?
One's a companion, one's not.
Who says?
One's
So it's a man-made concept, not actual science or fact.
I'm not gonna say you're necessarily wrong, but I'm not gonna say you're right.
Because you have no evidence. Saying someone is a companion is a subjective thing. A pig could be a companion. A blue jay could be a companion. Yeah, any animal can be a companion. So saying that a dog is a companion is just an arbitrary line. Cows and dogs, both sentient. You know what? Even funnier, they both like to play with balls. In fact, cows are nicknamed grass puppies. Did you know that?
You should see the way cows and dogs interact with each other.
Yeah.
They act like a dog and a dog.
They totally do. They get the zoomies, they run around. Have you ever seen animals on a sanctuary?
What is that, a movie?
No. On a sanctuary, like a space where they're not being used. They're just living out their lives and they're being cared for.
I think so.
Okay, so I would look up videos of animals on sanctuaries, and you'll see that, they have personalities, just like dogs and cats and, any other animal you can make a companion. They have personalities. They have unique wants and dislikes. Well,
okay, let's say there is no breeding, right?
Well, how do you get more?
No. We're saying in a perfect world, right?
No, but how do you get more? In this perfect world, how do you make more cows, pigs, chickens if you don't make them mate?
Stop interrupting me.
No, you're not. You're dodging my question, though, to your thing that you're going to say. You're saying in a world where you don't breed animals, then they wouldn't exist.
Okay. So bison wouldn't exist. Cows and buffalo wouldn't exist, right?
Okay, wild animals would exist, but domesticated animals, if we don't breed them, they won't exist anymore.
Yeah, a cow is a form of an old bison that's been domesticated.
I think you're missing the point. The point is, we force these animals to make a union, or we artificially inseminate them. The point is, we don't care about what they want and their best interests. We're making them make babies so that we can have more meat, more milk, more eggs, more leather, more, fur. We're breeding them to use them as objects. And even if, let's say you're not breeding anymore and you go out and you take down deer or wild animal, that is still exploitation. You don't need to do that. That's our whole point. You don't need to demand anybody lose anything for you. If you can avoid demanding that, you should. You can live a life. Go ahead.
Okay.
Oh no, what was she gonna say? I want to hear what her question was.
Okay, sure.
Then what about the circle of life? Because what if one animal, let's say the deer, were to outgrow its population and then everything in its area were to be outrun completely?
Well,
what would you do?
By that logic, we should do something about the human population, right? Should we go hunting humans because they're overpopulated, running in the road and getting disease?
I'm saying what would we do if we were to?
Oh, what I would suggest is that we stop we stop farming animals, because then we could reduce our ag land use.
About wild animals.
I understand. So right now, we currently use the most amount of land for breeding and farming animals. So if we stopped animal agriculture, we could free up 75% of our agricultural land. That means all those wild animals have room to live. There's no overpopulation because they have room, they have resources. So we don't need to manage their populations.
Even if we don't manage their populations,
well, why
just
do
like
we?
humans, they could outgrow their.
Why do we do that, do you think?
What do you mean?
Why do you think that nature needs someone to babysit them? I mean, obviously nature didn't always have humans to take care of it.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think nature will be fine without humans intervening. The problem is that these deer and a lot of these other animals that are hunted, they're running in the road, they're getting disease, and they're often invading farmland. So often it's because they're trying to protect area that they want cows, pigs, and chickens to take up. So if we stop doing that, we don't need to worry about managing those animals anymore. When we say they're overpopulating, we're saying that they're starving themselves, right? They're overeating their resources. But if we gave them more space, if we stopped using all that land, they could just be in the spaces that we stopped farming.
Then what about our population? Because it kind of just...
Yeah. So if we stopped farming animals, we could actually feed 10 billion humans. If we stopped farming animals, we could feed 10 billion humans. There's only like 8 billion right now. So we could feed over our current population if we stop farming animals.
Okay, then I have a different question along the same lines.
Okay.
Say the next apex predator, like wolves or something, what if they start to outgrow their population and eat all the deer and stuff?
That's not our place. It's not our place.
And then they start hunting humans.
It doesn't matter. It's not our place to intervene in nature. Again, every time that humans...
But we are a part of nature.
Okay, so if you care about nature, you should go vegan, because animal ag is one of the leading causes to biodiversity loss. Because we have all this land dedicated to growing food to feed these animals.
Okay, but I'm not talking about the wolves and stuff.
You're talking about the wild animals, right?
Yes,
they're being crushed by animal agriculture. That's what I'm saying. Animal ag is the reason why wild animals are depleting in numbers. They compete with farm animals. That's why they wipe out wolves, because wolves come and try to eat the animals that they're raising, right? So once you wipe out those predators, then the things that those predators, the individuals the predator was consuming, they start to come out of control. So we're honestly causing the issues with animal ag. And if we stopped, we could reduce that happening. We don't have to bulldoze any land down anymore, because we have all this land that we stopped using.
Yeah, but what if it reduces so much to the point that something does have to happen?
Okay, you're just getting lost in the whataboutism. Let's say all of these things would be better if you used animals. Would you ever tolerate being enslaved in the name of climate change?
I mean, I'm sure people would...
Would you ever tolerate being enslaved in the name of climate change?
Who would?
Nobody would, right?
Yes, nobody would.
Why is that acceptable for animals then?
I didn't say it's acceptable.
Okay, so animal farming is animal slavery.
Yes, it is.
So why are you trying to justify it?
I'm not trying to justify anything. It's just everything's like the circle of life.
It's not the circle of life, actually. It's the circle of destruction. We can stop it.
We're not part of the circle of life. We're completely outside of it.
Yeah, this isn't about...
We
is
are
totally
doing
engineered.
things for profit and pleasure.
Yeah.
We're doing these things out of profit, pleasure, and tradition, while other animals like wolves or lions or whatever, they're part of the cycle of life because they do this instinctually and they do it for survival. We're doing it because it is benefiting us through taste, pleasure, and profit. So we're completely outside the circle of life.
So what are we a part of then?
Our own fucked up system. Like
a man-made system. But
Yeah.
you as an individual have a lot of power in and say in how this system goes. I mean, it's not, relative. There's a lot of other powers, in control, but you still have a lot of power. You can prevent 100+ animals from being subjected into that system by living vegan. And even more. Some people eat an animal a day. You can save up to 300 animals. If I was to go to where they use dogs for meat, like a dog meat market, and I saved a dog from that, I'd be hailed as a hero, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm saying that you, as one individual, can save 100 animals, if not more. Doesn't that sound like something that a hero would do?
Yes, of course it does.
All right. So, what's stopping you from living vegan? Being that hero to those animals?
Well, honestly, I wish I could save a bunch of animals, but unfortunately, that's not how society can be. I mean, I could go full blown have a rebellion.
Oh,
I guess.
I mean, I'm asking.
Just stop paying for it.
Exactly.
Just stop giving your money to that system.
Exactly.
That's it. Stop paying for. I don't know what all you pay for, but stop paying for animal products. Stop paying for leather jackets or cosmetics that are tested on animals, or going to entertainment that involves animals. Zoos, aquariums, horse races, whatever. Just stop giving your money to systems that have to demand using animals to exploit and to make money off of.
Well, oh my gosh. Sorry, my brother scared me. We're sitting out in my car and I just saw him look up and it freaked me out. Sorry about that.
Well, so what's stopping you guys from being vegan?
Highly recommend y'all watching these documentaries and looking at these websites.
I'm Native American. It's my ancestry, and I'll forever keep going as my ancestry.
Bro, listen, you'd be doing a
Don't
disservice
interrupt
to
me. You've been
your
interrupting me.
ancestry if you were to
Anyways,
unnecessarily exploit
so
when your ancestors had
okay,
to do those things
let me
to
talk.
survive. You think that they would want to do these things
Talk.
if they didn't
Back
have
when
to
my
in their
ancestors
time?
were farmers, wolves would kill them, bro, because wolves used to be
Yeah. So they did these things to survive.
And this is what we're doing to survive.
No, you are doing it. You have other options to survive. You can thrive on a plant-based diet and not using animal products
If you say
and
that
not paying for it.
dogs and wolves are omnivores, then why don't they become vegan?
They have the instinct to do these things. They do this for survival. You guys are doing it out of pleasure and tradition, which neither of those things
We
are a
not.
good justification for unnecessary exploitation. So of course, we're not talking shit about your culture, tradition, in the sense of what people had to do back in the day. You can change. You can uphold your tradition, but do it in a more compassionate light. I have I have Mexican ancestors, and and I was raised to eat all the fucking animals, but I realized what I was doing and realized that I did not need to do these things to still respect and be a part of my culture.
I have another question too after you're done.
Sure.
What if I forgot what it's called, I just had the word. But what if we're doing hard seasons and stuff and it snows and we can't grow anything, or we're having droughts and stuff? What are we supposed to do then? Because some areas won't have that specific items, and you know how governments or stuff work.
May I ask where you guys live? I mean, where do you guys live? You don't have to tell me super specific, but What state are you in?
I'll just say the South.
Okay, I'm in the South too. I have grocery stores. I'm able to get these things. If you're in some situation and you're being honest with yourself and you have no other option but to go and hunt an animal to survive, that is understandable. I wouldn't even say it's right, but it's understandable. But it doesn't sound like, I mean, you're on your phone. We're hanging out on the phone right now. So I have no idea where you're located. We're talking over the internet. We have the technology and all the resources to thrive without harming and exploiting animals. So if you're ever in a situation, if you're on some stranded island and the only thing that you're able to survive with is unaliving an animal, that's understandable. But right now, you don't have to do that.
What I would do, I would just take a screenshot of the resources and maybe watch Dominion first. So that way you can at least know what it is you're demanding. Regardless of what you do, whether you go vegan or not, you should know exactly what it is you're demanding. Because you go into like a grocery store, they're going to have all the imagery that almost makes it seem like the animals are consenting, like they're giving you these things. So I suggest watching Dominion. Again, it's not a gotcha film. It's literally just showing you standard practice, and that's free on YouTube. And then if you decide that maybe you don't want to be a part of this supporting, animal exploitation anymore, then nutritionfacts.org is just great to, assure yourself that you can get everything you need in a vegan diet. If you already understand that you can just jump to the Vegan Daily Dozen, start, it's just a checklist to make sure you get everything you need in a day. When I first went vegan, I said this earlier, I had no idea that vegans even became deficient. I went vegan because, if I saw someone kicking a dog, my first instinct wouldn't be to join in, no matter how happy the human looked kicking the dog, right? They're getting all of this benefit from kicking the dog. Would not faze me. I would be so focused on that poor dog and their experiences. That's why I am vegan. It's the same reasons. I don't care the benefits you get from exploiting these animals. Their experiences are way more important. And they don't want to be used because they're sentient beings. No sentient being wants to be exploited. So I just want you maybe take a screenshot, go watch Dominion, see if it changes your mind at all. And maybe reach out to one of the vegans on this panel or even me in a private message or on a live and let us know, like, did it make a difference for you? Because I genuinely want to know. Would you be willing?
I mean, already, like, I don't agree about like eating pig. We don't eat pork because it's not really good to eat, isn't it? It's like so many bad stuff in pork.
No, they're
We
not.
actually already.
That shouldn't be the reason why you don't eat pork.
Right.
You shouldn't eat pork because pork is from a sentient being that wants to live and should be respected and not treated as a commodity. Just like your dog, just like you.
Yeah. It's all right. Don't feel overwhelmed. I understand your feelings. When I first went vegan, I was reading a book called Skinny Bitch. And I remember that exhale that you just had reminded me of when I was reading that book. I was like, God damn it. Because I knew that this was against my principles, but change felt scary. I promise you, though, if you look into this and you start setting up habits, it's going to take you maybe 20 minutes to figure out alternatives as far as your food goes, and maybe a month practicing those habits. But after that, it's like second nature. I don't even think about it, honestly. Like, I'll read labels out of habit, but it's so easy. It really is no different from my life before I was vegan.
I'm not against going vegan, but I do think that people are a part of life and the cycle, even though they shouldn't be overpopulating and all that stuff. But that's up to people. That's always gonna have how it's gonna be, basically.
Right. So because you find it immoral, right, to manage human numbers, right, to tell another human that they can or cannot have a baby, that's right. That's you're verging on crossing their rights, right?
Mm-hmm.
So with animals, what we're trying to say is, since we're talking morally, we're equal in that sense. It's not fair to do that to an animal either. It's not fair to violate their autonomy just because it's convenient. They care about what's happening to them. That's what's important.
I mean, people are in the same boat too, because there's
Well,
population control.
don't exploit humans either, right? If you can avoid demanding human exploitation, you should. I think we actually agree on a lot, and it maybe you just need to go watch that Dominion film before. I just don't want you to overthink it, right? Your honest self, right? How many more animals would you want to be exploited for you from now on? Is it more than 0?
No,
Exactly.
not for me. I'm not being rude to anybody, but I'm gonna continue on doing what I'm doing. If my wife wants to choose vegan, that's fine. That's up to her.
No, but what I'm saying is if you want 0 animals to be exploited for you, that's your own principles coming out. That means your principles are actually vegan, but your actions are not in alignment with that. Because this is similar to saying, I respect women, I am a feminist, and then going around and slapping women's asses without consent.
That's not how that works.
It's a similar logic, because you're pleading, you're giving this lip service, right? I respect women, but then your actions are opposite. So you're doing the same thing with animals. I respect animals with your words, and then you turn around and give money to people that stick knives in animals or their arms in animals to make them pregnant to make milk, or make them live in a shack so that they're bred into their own feces so that we can make babies that lay eggs. You pay for that. Is that respecting animals?
I mean, it's all how you want to see it, but
No, I just explained to
It's
you.
not how we see it, that's how it is,
Yeah,
bro.
veganism is to animals how feminism is to women.
I don't think you should be comparing women and animals, but we're all mammals at the end of the day.
What's the morally relevant difference?
So we are mammals, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're a part of the life cycle. Period.
We're animals,
but anyways,
we're animals.
We discussed this.
Yeah.
I know, but we are mammals. Back in the day, like let's say way before, like.
Hold on, I'm gonna stop it here. I think that we've actually had a really great conversation. I want you to just go watch Dominion, okay? Because I don't think you even know what you're defending yet. Go watch Dominion. Ask yourself, do you really want to give your money to those people? And then come back to this, okay? It's free on YouTube. Would you be willing to do that?
Yes.
Awesome. I really do appreciate that. Like, I genuinely appreciate that. If you guys,
that's a W.
Yeah, that is a W. If you are willing to, I would love to hear from you after you watch it. Just because, I feel like it's good to have someone to talk to about what you saw, and you can ask some questions, or, tell me if maybe it didn't make a difference for you. But I would love to hear what happened.
I have a different question too. Sorry to extend. I don't know if you're trying to end.
Well, I might move on because I don't want you guys to talk yourselves out of it. You've been up here a long time. Usually I try to cut them around 15 minutes. We've been up here for 34 minutes. So I'll entertain one last question. How's that?
How do you feel about synthetic meat?
Synthetic? Oh, like vegan stuff, vegan meats? Or do you mean like lab grown?
Like lab grown.
So lab grown currently is not vegan because they still have to exploit an animal. It is in the scheme, or excuse me, of the spread between good and bad, right? It's definitely less bad, right? It's verging on almost not bad, because if they could do it without using an animal, then absolutely yes. But right now they still have to exploit an animal to get those cells. So I'm mixed on it.
But just so you know that.
Go ahead.
Blood and Wife of Blood, I assume y'all are together. If not, sorry. So that's what we're going to anyway. We literally don't have enough land to produce the amount of animals that people are going to be demanding. So that is going to be like, if you notice, all these people are trying to ban it right now because that is what's coming. Everyone knows it. Everyone, all the people in government and shit, they know it's coming because we cannot produce how much meat that people are demanding at the moment.
Okay, and then can I have one more question? So, what do you think about what Cooper said?
Who's
If you
Cooper?
scroll up and look at the comment.
The Bible quote.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because that
so
is in
okay,
there.
if we're going to go into the Abrahamic religions, then there's first of all, the Garden of Eden is defined as perfection. It's vegan. So if God said that's perfection, wouldn't anything else just be a test? Wouldn't God be saying, "Would you do the right thing in the face of pleasure?" Which is spare
But
someone's life. Be
didn't they
merciful.
also make sacrifices in the name of God?
So again, it doesn't matter what your text or your religion says, because what if I had a religion that said I can enslave all non-vegans? Would that mean that I have the moral right to enslave non-vegan humans?
No.
I agree. I don't want
Yeah,
to
and
like try to disprove your religion, but it doesn't matter what our religious texts say. Go ahead, Landon.
yeah, and one thing, so this is what VSL said a while back, and I use this all the time now. It's, can I be vegan and still be Christian or religious? And the answer will always be yes. And what is the point of religion? It is to be like, especially Christianity, it's to be like Christ, which is, he was a very merciful person. So the most merciful thing you can do is to not pay for unnecessary exploitation. So, why, if you can be Christian and be vegan, why not do that? Because you would be more Christ-like in not, uh, showing mercy and showing love.
I'll let you go ahead and end it, but I did have an answer to that if you did want to hear it. Because not God, but Jesus also did eat like meat and fish. Didn't he eat like lamb?
There is debate on that. There's a new documentary called Christspiracy. If that's something you want to look into, you should watch that. But also, they were in a time, remember, over, almost 2,000 years ago, that they would have to do this to survive. They would have had to have eaten animals. We are in a situation where we do not have to do these things. And if Jesus was alive now, do you think that he'd be wanting to unnecessarily exploit sentient beings? I mean, you see photos of him holding lambs. Like, he was literally, freeing animals from the den of thieves. So, like, do you think that he would want to be harming animals unnecessarily right now? The most merciful and loving, uh, human that's, supposedly has ever lived.
Of course he wouldn't. Probably.
Yeah, he wouldn't want to do those things. So if you want to be Christ-like, don't you think he would, probably avoid exploitation wherever he could?
But he didn't necessarily say it's wrong. I don't think so. I'll have to look into that.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't even really matter what he says. If you feel like unnecessary exploitation is wrong, that's all that matters.
Okay.
Would you be willing to go watch either Christspiracy or Dominion? Or both? They're
Yeah,
both really great,
reasonable.
actually. Okay. I would suggest
Yeah, and they're both
Christspiracy
free.
first. Yep. I would suggest Christspiracy first just because if you are, truly religious, it will speak to you, about the sea scrolls, which are what the Bible is derived from. So it's a very eye-opening film for sure.
It's
Christspiracy.
extremely eye-opening.
Yeah.
And it's free. I saw it in theaters, but it's free now. It's
Yeah.
on Christspiracy.com.
Yep.
All right.
You
Awesome.
got a movie to watch about Jesus.
That's right. It's a good one too.
Yeah, give it a shot. It's really good.
Yeah. And if afterwards, you still want to watch more from them, because the creators, they actually have a YouTube where they talk to other people on a religious perspective and debate with them about veganism. And there's also someone else named Vegan Heretic who does breakdowns of the Bible and talks about how they're actually closer to veganism than you think. So check out those people, but definitely Christspiracy. If anything, just check out Christspiracy.
All right.
Cool. All right, guys. Well, I'll let you go for now. Thanks you for coming
talking,
up.
y'all.
Yeah. W's in the chat for Blood Evolver for checking out resources. Thank you, guys. All right. We'll see you later.
Before you add somebody else, I'm going to just say to your YouTube, make sure you subscribe to Vegan Stoner Lady. Make sure you leave a like. I'm going to head out.
Okay. Please go check out Axel. Follow Axel. He's on YouTube. He goes live all the time. He'll answer all your questions. I promise. With a little wit, too.
Thank you so much for having me on. You guys have a good one.
Thanks for being up here, Axel. We'll see you.
See you.
Oh, shit. Sorry. I hit the button. I keep doing that. It's because it's like right there in the middle of my screen. So like when I put my hand on my mouse, I just bump the button. So beware, guys. I might accidentally drop you. Awesome. Well, thank you, Axel. Yeah, it does happen. If I do, just jump back up. If I really don't want you up here, I'll tell you. So, all right, let's see, where are we at in time? I'm going to stay up for like another 20 minutes and I'll probably call it there. You guys good with that?
Yeah, sure. I was surprised to see you on.
Yeah.
I didn't know what time you started.
I was supposed to get started at like 4:22-ish, but I got stuck in traffic and I didn't eat. So when I got home, I was eating and I just took my time. So I got started late.
Okay.
Yeah. Appreciate you guys being up here. By the way, you guys, go follow Landon Plants and Two Spirit Veg, both great activists online often. Landon goes live sometimes, and Two Spirit Veg goes on other people's panels. So definitely go follow them. They have great content, and they're great people to talk to and ask questions. So please go follow their lives, go ask them questions, get up on their panels. All right, guys, are we ready for the next?
Sure, let's go.
Come on.
Let's go. This is an interesting name. Libertarian fascist. Oh God, are you driving?
Not really.
Are you?
Is that?
Uh-oh. You kind of cut out. Are you driving?
Is there a lot of noise? Hello?
There is a lot of noise, yeah.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Barely.
Oh, so it might be a bad idea. Sorry about that.
Are you driving?
No. Not really, no.
Okay. I don't know what not really means when you're driving. That doesn't make sense.
Right. Is he at a light?
Yeah,
left hand side. Thanks.
Is this H?
Hex works. 30, any pronouns. I don't know what other things you need.
Okay. Why aren't you vegan yet?
So it's nuanced in the way that I justify eating leftovers. I think that I try to be as vegan as possible. However, there are limitations with immigrant labor where they are also animals. And so at that point, I'm going to choose something that is the most ethical.
Wait.
So,
what would you say? Did you say immigrant?
Okay.
Please
so
repeat
humans
it.
are.
Go ahead.
Yes, humans are animals, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I don't like exploitation of any animals. So if I have to choose between an immigrant being exploited versus a cow or a chicken or a bee or a jellyfish, I'm going to have different options and different parameters because, I don't like any of I hate consuming in general, but I have to make a decision, so I do my best.
Okay. Go ahead, lady.
Do you realize that in animal agriculture, there's tremendous amount of human exploitation?
Yes.
Okay. So I guess I'm just a little confused.
So think about AI, which is another aspect where that's not even animal, but it's also sucking up water. It's sucking up all of the energy. And I also think about cultural relativism in terms of indigenous communities utilizing animal byproducts way better than Westerners do. So at some point, I make exceptions. It's not, again, my first option. However, if it's presented in front of me and it's going to get thrown away, I'm going to choose me. Sorry.
I think you've talked to us before, yes? Like,
Probably.
it was like
Ash
several
is
months
up
ago, I
here.
think.
Who else is there? There's a fair amount of vegans on here. So yeah, I'm familiar.
Wait, who did you say?
Oh, sorry, I'm blurring them. Ash is a part of the communist community, and there's also a bunch of communist vegans, but they're mostly Australian or British, and I don't remember their names right now.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well,
Yeah, so I
go
guess
ahead.
I'm still a little. Yeah, you go ahead. You go ahead. I've been talking a lot.
Oh no, Landon, do you want to go? I
So
don't
my
mind.
biggest stipulation
Hold on.
are honey and eggs. Sorry.
Oh, okay. So you still, well, I don't know. I'm kind of confused. So what is veganism to you?
Trying to reduce animal exploitation, and animal includes human. So
Is it reduce, or is it that you just don't want to participate in it?
Reduce.
Okay.
Absolutely reduce.
Okay. So veganism is an ethical stance against the exploitation of sentient beings. So if I can avoid demanding someone's exploitation, I will. When you accept leftovers, whoever is giving them to you probably likes you, right?
Maybe.
They probably want to see you happy again. They'll probably give you the same thing again. So you're still putting in a demand for the animal to be used for you because you're saying, I like this. I would accept more from you for free.
Pity feeding by the church for somebody who's unhoused like myself. I'm homeless, by the way. I was raised by the faith and I got rejected for being, and I'm trying to be very careful on TikTok in general because the Oracle now owns the platform. So, I don't judge others who consume, and unless they clearly
Obviously,
are privileged.
in the case of necessity, if someone is starving, I'm not going to tell someone to starve. In the face of option, you don't need to eat someone's leftover body.
Sure.
Okay, so that's the point. Like, I'm not going to sit there and shame people who are starving. The whole point is if you have option, you shouldn't demand someone be exploited. That's what veganism is.
Yes, and I agree. Okay. Which, cool. Then, I feel like y'all's mission is in line with mine. I don't want to detract from. Oh, my only real criticism, because we are so niche. Dominion is also sus to me, in the same way that Oracle is sus. So some aspects. Oh, Schmittler was a vegan, and I hate that line.
Yeah.
So be careful of the libertarian fascist that was here. Yeah, no. So
then they don't know what veganism is.
Thank you.
Yeah,
they don't know what veganism is then.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Obviously, he was not a vegan. He did not have an ethical stance against exploitation, so that doesn't even make sense.
Yeah. So true. Well, I'm
glad
glad
and
to
Donna's
hear.
here. So I just wanted to check in because shit's weird. Happy New Year.
Okay.
See y'all soonish.
All right. You have a good day then, I guess. Excellent. Thank you for coming up. All right. Well, actually, I should have said something about Dominion. It's fine if you think Dominion is sus. What I would suggest then is putting in secret cameras to your local slaughterhouse. And I know that that's not really a feasible thing, but it's like, if we can't get footage, what else are we to think than the worst, right? So
why would
what advantage would Dominion have?
Yeah, and why would someone say that it's sus? I'm genuinely curious.
I don't know. Maybe it is weird that we only have the one documentary, but it's because of ag-gag laws. It's because of the risk of being thrown into jail and losing your rights. So
they could go.
Wait, didn't you know that Dominion is doctored?
I have heard that. People are like, it's AI. I'm like, it's older than that though.
Yeah. You can look up any kind of slaughter footage on YouTube.
You could find
exactly.
All you got to do is look it up.
There are tons of investigations.
Yeah.
Have you all seen Farm to Fridge?
Hex.
I
Maybe
haven't.
Hex should wear a body camera and ask to take a tour of a slaughterhouse and see how far he gets. You know how far you'll get, Hex? To the public bathroom, and that's it.
I mean,
that's all you'll see.
It was in the UK though, but Joey Carbstrong I think it was Joey, went into, it was like supposed to be a really small, compassionate slaughterhouse. And they didn't have cows in front of him, but they played the footage of what they do and they talked through what they do with cows. And still, it's like, even though they sanitize it, right? You don't see all this blood. You just hear what they're talking about. It's still intense and terrible, and I would never accept that for me or even my companions. I'd never send my companion into the slaughterhouse. Anyway, let's bring up, you guys ready for the next guest? Oh, hey Donna, I see you there. I'm gonna bring up another guest though too, okay? Hey Donna, it's good to see you.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Good. Is this Anna talking or Donna? I can't tell.
This is Anna.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, you don't sound like Donna. Oh, did I hear you laugh, Donna, or was that Lori? I don't know. Welcome, Donna. If I can't hear you, I can't hear you right now. I just see your mic is off, so I don't know if you're talking, but welcome up. Hey, Anna, are you,
am I allowed to talk first?
Sorry, I'm here.
Oh, no, you're good, Donna. I was just welcoming you up. Welcome up.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, Anna, so are you over 18 at least?
Yes, I'm 20.
Oh, beautiful.
I just turned 20 2 days ago, actually.
Happy belated birthday.
Thanks.
Yeah. So why aren't you vegan
So
yet?
I was wondering if I could talk first.
So I'll allow it. You sound like an honest person. Go ahead.
I was gonna say that I do agree with vegans on one thing.
Okay.
And it's like, when people say like they're like carnivores and stuff, they're saying like they have like the canines for like crunching and like tearing the meat. I think that's not true because if you look at like ape's teeth or like a chimp's teeth, you can see like they're almost like the same as ours, and they eat plants.
Yeah.
I was actually vegan for 2 years until I quit.
What? So first, what made you go vegan, and second, what made you quit?
I went vegan because of health reasons.
Okay.
Because I was under a lot of stress, and meat wasn't like settling with me at first. But as I became vegan, I understood that being vegan affects your relationships with people, because I've had a few friends who said, you can't come out to lunch with us because you're vegan and there's no vegan options. And I'm like,
that's rude.
That kind of hurt.
Yeah, that's rude.
Yeah, that hurt. That hurt.
Well, I would.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, like I would say those
That
are.
doesn't sound like a good friend.
Yeah. Oh, Anna, I don't know what's happening, but it sounds like you're rubbing your mic a lot. It's really loud.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's all good. I just wanted to let you know. Go ahead.
I wasn't even aware of what I was doing.
That's all
my
good.
hands act faster.
Yep, I do the same thing,
So-
honestly. Landon, you were saying something?
So, what I was going to say is that... Oh, sorry, Landon. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, it's fine. This isn't me being rude, but so veganism is an ethical stance against unnecessary exploitation. So it sounded like you were just on a plant-based diet for health. So a lot of the time, people that go plant-based for their health, they typically go back to eating animals because they're not doing it for an ethical stance. They're just kind of doing it for like a diet. So that might be a reason why you went back. I mean, I have friends that are like, it's like, hey man, just so you know, we're going to eat at this place. Not sure if there's anything there for you, but you're more than welcome to come. I'm like, yo, I'll eat before and I'll come have a beer with you or something. Like, like you can do that. Like just because you can't go enjoy a meal with your friends really shouldn't deter you from standing up to your own ethics or standing up for your own ethics and keeping that going.
Did you express to this person that hurt your feelings?
Not really, because I kind of don't like express my feelings to people, because if I do, they'll kind of see me as whiny, or they'll see me as like a bitch, kinda.
Well, I mean, what if
So
one of
Sounds like
them?
you need to find some new friends, Anna.
Yeah, like I feel for
Yeah.
you. That's terrible. That because
I
friends should
mean, I
support
grew
each
up with
other.
them. It
Yeah,
kind of hurts when they betray you.
for sure.
And
Totally.
Yeah, it sounds like that comment was like, yeah, that was just an unnecessary comment, and it seems like it was kind of backhanded. So I would, yeah, maybe not
so
hang out with those people as much.
Because like
are all of you
even
in the
going to a
collab weekend?
restaurant, I mean, you can still get a plant-based option.
Yeah, usually salad or something.
Yeah,
Sounds like they just were being
fries.
I actually do enjoy salads a lot. Like, now that I'm back on like the non-vegan diet, I kind of say that I try to avoid dairy products and eggs and stuff now, because I want to be fruitarian, like only eat fruits and stuff, because my I thought that there's no harm towards animals when you're eating like fruit and stuff. Like just fruit.
Well, I mean, you're not hurting anyone, but I'd be weary of any like raw diet or fruitarian diet just because they're extremely limiting. If you want to do that, I would just urge caution and paying close attention to your what vitamins you're intaking. Otherwise, honestly, I would just say like go with the vegan daily dozen. It's honestly super easy. It's just an easy checklist. You make sure you get so many servings of a protein like beans, seitan, tofu, or something like that. You make sure you get, I think it's something like 3 servings of fruit a day, 5 servings of vegetables, and it's just servings, not overfilling yourself. And you can get everything you need, really easily. You don't have to torture yourself or completely limit your diet. You can eat delicious, tasty foods.
So, now that I'm 20 now and I have a good job and stuff, I've been wanting to work with animals, but I guess they're not like the normal animals people would consider me working with. I mean, I think it's kind of impossible for me to work with the animals that I want to, or like be companions with.
Okay. I don't know what you're referring to. Are you saying for a job? Oh, you're rubbing your microphone again.
Oh, sorry. Like for a sanctuary, kind of. So
Yeah.
I'm a lover.
You should reach out to a sanctuary and just say, hey, like, is it cool if I, volunteer? And they will more than likely say yes.
I love foxes and wolves, so I was doing a lot of research if there was possible that I could have like a sanctuary, like somewhere that allows you to like have a wolf or like fox sanctuary, because it's sad. It kind of brings me to tears that the person from Save a Fox, I don't know if you recognize her, but she was great. She saved foxes from fur farms,
Yes.
and I thought she was very good. So I think I would want to work more with wolves, because people kind of misunderstand wolves as vicious and creatures who attack people randomly. And like, if you like see videos, there's like videos where people actually encounter wolves and they just like run off instead of like acting aggressively. So I really do want that. And since I'm 20 now, I do want to move towards a wooded area, like just me and by myself. So I was wanting to hear your thoughts. I wouldn't exploit the animals in any way. They're not for my entertainment. I just want the best for the wolves, because people just need to know that animals aren't the ones that need to be hated on. It's people like us who want to hurt them and make bad reputation.
X, are you there? Yeah, she needs to. There's something going on with your phone. Where are you located? Because I might have. Are you in the East Coast or where are you?
I live in Michigan.
Okay, because I know of uh, um, a wolf sanctuary in Pennsylvania.
I would
I
love
haven't
to
been
move to
there in years,
Pennsylvania.
but what's that?
I said I would love to move to Pennsylvania. I've been wanting to kind of get out of Michigan and go to a different state because of problems.
I am in Michigan right now. If you need to know about any sanctuaries or anything like that.
All right, I just wanted to know your thoughts because
Great.
I read that wolves can't go vegan because of their like digestive. Well, I have seen on videos that wolves are like dogs. They will eat grass when their like digestive system is like in pain.
I don't think we would be able to give that like advice.
Yeah.
I know.
I think it
sorry,
would.
I didn't mean to
I think
interrupt
it
you. I
would
can
be
continue.
best for you to, go vegan first and then continue with your journey.
I will definitely try to go vegan again. I just have
Yeah, I would say
I'll
some
probably
do.
find a vegan nutritionist and
Yeah, there you go.
ask vegans different questions. Like, I mean, the journey of being vegan like 2 years ago wasn't easy for me. I'm like, what am I doing? How do I do this? I should have really like asked people for help instead of just doing everything by myself. That's kind of
Yeah,
my
absolutely.
downfall. I don't like
Right.
asking people for help.
Veganeasy.org.
Never did.
Go to veganeasy.org. That's a very helpful tool for sure.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, and you'll find that if you want to get involved with sanctuaries, etc., the majority of the people, running sanctuaries are going to be vegans. And part of that is because you can't, it's difficult to be rescuing an animal when you're also eating animals. And when you're also, and or eating their byproducts, which is still exploitation of animals.
Except for Peanut the Squirrel Sanctuary.
Yeah. Well,
Sorry.
I would just say update your profile because it says you're 18 on there.
this is an old account.
Yeah,
So.
I'd say just update it because sometimes when people are trying to verify ages of people they're letting on lives, they'll look at your profile.
I wish I could go back to 18.
Yeah. So I would just update your profile so it says you're 20 now.
Right. I was gonna say before I get off, like, I don't know what it was with me between wolves and stuff, but I think it happened when I went to one wolf sanctuary which was in Alaska, and they actually let me be around the wolves and actually get involved with them. Like, one of the wolves came up and licked me, and I was able to pet them. Like, you can't just reach out and pet them like they're a dog. Like, you have to wait for them to accept you. And I think that wolves have the most tell you what you want to do with them and stuff, because I think wolves are just amazing. I watched a lot of stuff when I was a kid, like the Twilight series and wolf documentaries and stuff, and I just want to be around them.
Well, can I make a suggestion though? Because you said you wanted to make the wolves vegan or something like that, but
I wouldn't want to make the wolves vegan because that's unnatural for them.
Right. Well, so yeah, I thought you said maybe I heard it wrong. Anyway, because I was going to say you could do something with the House Rabbit Society, and the rabbits are going to be vegan. So just saying.
Yeah. I mean, once I figure out what I want to do, maybe I'll expand to more rescue stuff, get I do want to rescue horses from like the slaughter pipeline, and like I don't want to ride animals. I've never been a fan of people riding horses. Like, I mean, it's so. Can I swear on here?
Go for it. We're towards the end of the live. Go for it.
Like, people ride them in like fucking bits and stuff. Like, people don't know that like it like pulls on their mouth.
Yeah.
And it's not right for them.
Yeah. I always tell people when horses are free, they never let anyone ride them. And if they did, right, wouldn't the priority be like their babies? If they could have someone ride them, wouldn't it be their babies? They don't, you know.
Kind of not.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
In Kentucky, there are definitely horse sanctuaries out there that I've been to when I lived out there. So there are definitely options for that as well. I mean, obviously, Kentucky makes sense since it is a place that is known for racing horses, and so those are the horses that primarily are getting rescued out there.
Yeah, you
so
sound.
just before. Sorry, you can go first.
Oh, sorry. I was just saying they have them for too. The ones that they have a couple here in California and Nevada, and in other states too, where the BLM rounds up tries to round up the wild Mustangs, and then those Mustangs go into kill pens, and these Mustangs have been there for millennia, but it's because of the ranchers lying, saying that the horses get involved with their cows and sheep, which in turn they don't.
Right.
So they get the BLM out there to round these horses up, and then they go to kill pens, and if they're not adopted, then they're shipped off to slaughter to Mexico, Canada, or Japan. And they are really looking for help right now with a lot of those kind of rescues and sanctuaries.
I agree that wild horses should stay in the wild, and I'm not saying that animals should be used, but the cows and horses can get along with each other. I mean, they're not going to affect each other.
No, the horses stay away from it, but this is the ranchers saying this. This is the ranchers putting that out there, the propaganda out there, which is a lie, so they can, graze their cattle on 10 cents a head.
They say the same thing with like dolphins and like whales too. Like they're like with fishermen, they're saying like the dolphins and the whales are taking up our fish sources, which fish aren't theirs in the first place. Fish should keep their lives. They shouldn't be taken out of the water and suffocate to death.
Sounds like you need to go vegan, Anna.
I mean, I've always been an animal lover.
Sounds like you need to line up your actions with your values.
But I know being an animal lover isn't the only reason to become vegan, is because you don't want to involve pain on animals. I mean, there's going to be some times where like you make like a mistake, like step on an ant or like whatever. Like I feel so bad for like stepping on creatures that I don't know are under my feet. I'm like, oh gosh, I'm so sorry.
That's an accident. That's an accident.
I completely get that. I get that accident. But it's really, it's more about not exploiting the animals and, basically not thinking that we get to control the lives of animals, because we don't. We're not gods. We're humans. We don't really get to decide what they're meant for. Only they can know. But Landon, you had something.
Animals were meant to be with us, not for us. So animals don't need a reason to exist, just like we do. We don't need a reason to exist.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I make can I give you like a request or like something like, I don't know if you would like call it a like sanctuary? I'm like, since you're vegans, and I think you should check this out. So in Florida, there's a place called Clearwater Marine Hospital, and if you you can go there and like research it and stuff, but basically what they do there is that they take like animals into who are like who have got beached or like who have gotten like injured. Like there was this dolphin called Winter who was actually a real story. When she was like a baby, she got caught in a fishing net, and they took her in and they had to remove her tail because of the damaged tissue that was in her tail, and they had to replace it with like a prosthetic tail, like a fake tail, because what she was trying to do is like she was trying to go side to side like a shark, because that's not how dolphins are supposed to swim. So just wanted to know if you want to look Clearwater Marine Hospital up. I think that's a great place. I've been there before. They really do care about the animals.
A side note, I was like, why have I heard of Clearwater, Florida? Why is this so familiar to me? That's also the headquarters of Scientology. Like Scientology bought, at one point, owned a good portion of the city, if not the whole thing.
No, I do not.
That's just a
support
side
zoos.
note. I just was like, why do I know the name of this place?
I don't support zoos or whatever, but I think Clearwater Marine Hospital could be an exception. I think that zoos who keep animals in tiny cages, I say let the animals roam free and put you in the cages instead.
Are they an aquarium too? Is that why you're asking?
It is an aquarium.
I
so,
see. Okay.
It is a non-profit, so people do come to like get educated about dolphins. Like they have made it very clear, like when you're like on a boat, you stay away from like the dolphins because dolphins can get hung up in propellers and like get injured.
Yeah.
Like we should not be messing with wild animals.
Yeah.
And Clearwater Marine actually helps both sides, both animals and humans, because kind of like with children with disabilities come to like see that just because you have a disability doesn't mean that you're totally like broken.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
I think there's absolute justification to have rehabilitation areas. And if it's not distressing to the individuals, I don't think there's an issue with allowing people to learn about individuals. But the issue, like with zoos, for example, because they also claim to sometimes be a rehabilitation, or aquariums, when they do it for profit, they then demand that these animals need to be in these places, right? It's no longer for the best interest of the individual. So that's how I would gauge the difference between these businesses. Like, are they in business, in best interest of their patients, or are they in this to make a dollar off of showing them off, So I support rehabilitation. I just don't support exploitation. Like, it'd be like going to a sanctuary, right? You shouldn't go there with this idea that the animals are there for you to go cuddle them. They're there because they've been rescued, and often the people that take care of them need help giving the animals attention. So it's one thing if you're doing it in the best interests of the animals. It's another if you're like making a petting zoo where the animals must tolerate being subjected to people, and because you need to make money off of them. Does that make it? Is that clear? I don't know if maybe I just said a bunch of words.
No.
Okay.
I'm kind of making the decision that I want to go vegan again, and
Do it.
I will.
Yay!
I really do want to go vegan.
Yay!
So what I was gonna say when I was vegan, first vegan, someone came up to me.
We can't
and,
hear
like,
you. You're rubbing the mic again. I'm sorry.
The mic is so irritating.
I know. I do it
lost one
too.
of my plugs to my my earbuds, so it's kind of annoying. But
Totally.
when I was vegan, someone came up to me and said, "If you're vegan, how do you gain protein? They're like, I need to eat meat, and I shouldn't have said this, but I said you're meat, so you have legs. So if you want legs, don't eat a chicken's leg. Eat your own leg and see how it feels.
Hell yes. That's the best
Yes.
response.
Oh, yeah. Also, the average person can get enough protein just by eating anything, with the exclusion of if you had like an all jam diet. So, what I don't want to push the question too hard, but what part of Michigan are you in?
I'm in the lower part, like near Detroit.
Okay. Um, I'm just thinking about vegan options and support off that way.
Yeah, there's some. I literally live like close by, so there are
Yeah.
some sanctuaries down here. There's Sasha Farm. It's nearish Ann Arbor, but then yeah, that's the one I can think of off the top of my head. But
I would also suggest, Anna, download the app Happy Cow, just because it'll tell you all the vegan options that are in your area.
yeah, if you live in Metro Detroit, there should be plenty of vegan options.
And
Yeah.
not
Also,
just vegan
oh, go
like
ahead.
restaurants and stuff, but also options at the like restaurants that have vegan options at them, which is good, for the kind of situations that you were describing earlier, of friends like being like, oh, we'll go here, but there's nothing for you to eat. Well, you can know for sure ahead of time, you know.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if you fuck with Facebook, but if you go on Facebook, there's a lot of um, you know, groups that are in your area that are vegan and have like meetups and stuff like that. So if you're looking for people with that same mindset, then I would check that out. Like I mean I live in Texas and we even have that kind of stuff here where people are meeting up and going to restaurants together and hanging out.
I will look more into that. I took my headphones out, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all good. Yeah, is it because the microphone's like on the side?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was kind of rubbing. So I do have seizures. I have epilepsy. So I kind of shake sometimes, like before it happens. I think I'm good. I did take my pills, but sometimes the seizure is like you're gonna have the seizure today, whether you like it or not. Like if it
Oh
sucks, like
man,
it sucks when like your own body betrays you.
Seriously. Yeah.
that's tough.
I'm so
Sounds
sorry.
tough.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, you sound like
but
a great person. You sound like you like an
thanks.
honest person.
For all
Oops.
the
For
for
very
all the
refreshing.
for
Sorry.
all of the crackheads in the comments, go vegan now and stop hurting and exploiting animals.
Thank you. Very well put.
If you don't stop abusing animals, we'll put you in their place instead. Like, let's say horses. We'll put bits in your mouth. Now we'll take out your back teeth and put bits in your mouth and put saddles on your
Well,
back.
I don't know if I go that far, but I mean, definitely, the people who are saying, who say these hurtful, hateful things in these comments, generally what's happening is that they are feeling pain or shame or something, and because they feel like a part of their identity is being threatened by our mere existence, and they have they have a realization within their subconscious maybe that what they're doing is not right, but because it is such a part of their identity, they lash out against us, and it's tough. And it's tough to be it's tough to be um understanding for that. So we aren't always. I try to be, but
I do
I'm not
follow this
always.
one channel. It's called Meat is immoral. So I think you guys should follow them if you don't know who they are, because I think they're really good too. I'm trying to remember some other vegans too. I've watched Ursline Ed. He's very good.
He is also
I've watched a little bit of Tosh Peterson.
Okay.
She's kind of extreme. I wouldn't recommend her for younger viewers, but she's kind of a psychopath.
Nah, she's just wild. Like, she's just trying to do it in a perspective that catches attention, right? So she also
Who is this person?
Tash Peterson, Vegan Booty.
I don't know if I know that.
Vegan Booty. She's in Australia. She does a lot more campaigns where she goes out, she's holding a sign, and she'll usually yell at the restaurants and stuff. And she's usually wearing like a bikini, or she's very minimal clothing. Sometimes she'll go out in lingerie. But the reason why she does that is it's for twofold reasons. For one, it's because obviously to get attention to the animals, but second, the other reason is because she's trying to also show that it's a woman's right to do what she wants with her body. And no matter what she's wearing, no matter what she looks like, you don't have rights to violate her. And it's her body. She should do what she wants with it. And often, a lot of the times, men are allowed to show so much skin, and it's not viewed as sexual. Whereas when women do it, it's always, always, always viewed as sexual. So she's always just trying to like push the envelope of like, what's wrong with me doing what I want? As long as I'm not hurting anybody.
Yeah.
But it can be viewed as extreme.
Because Splats wants to come up for a bit, but I just want to say thank you for this conversation. You all are lovely people, and I had a good time talking to you.
Hell yeah. Well, thank you for coming up, Anna.
Thanks, here too.
Yeah, and if you ever want to do abolition outreach, not tolerating baby steps or any of that, but if you ever want to speak up for the animals on an abolition front, you're welcome to come up on my panel.
All right. And I just have to say that Tosh Peterson is beautiful, and if she was lesbian, I would totally ask her out.
She would probably blush. She'd probably be grateful. Thank you for that. I'm sure she'd say that. Awesome. All right. Well, we'll see you later, Anna. All right. Well, I don't. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't hear you. What'd you say? Yep.
Me? Who? Me?
Yeah, someone.
No,
I thought someone.
I didn't say anything.
Gotcha. Well, I don't have any other requests right now. I think I'll call it there. I'm feeling a little sleepy now, but I think we did a lot of good today. I think we had a lot of good conversations, and especially our last guest. That was fantastic. I really enjoyed talking to Anna. So thank you, Anna, for coming up here. But with that said, before we go, though, I do want to say, please go follow all the vegans on the panel. OD, a great activist. We don't always get grace with OD's presence, so it's always an honor to have OD up here. Thank you, OD. Thank you for the donations. And then Sierra Vegan Foodie does a lot of different reviews of different products, a lot of food products, a lot of delicious, yum stuff. So definitely check her out. She also does a lot of responses, and she'll pop up on other people's lives. Just ask her a question. She's a great vegan activist. And then lastly, but not leastly, Landon Plants activist, goes live, goes on other people's lives. Please follow him. He puts out great content, always moving. So please go follow these vegans. Ask them questions.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, and before we also go, I do want to say, guys, I'll be live tomorrow on Anti-Animal Use's YouTube. We will, let's see, I didn't update the image. Whatever, it's good enough. So we'll be live this Saturday. Let's see, can I change it? I wonder if I can. Oh, I didn't download it. Okay, never mind. But yeah, we'll be live. Come check us out on the ground, talking to people face to face, asking them why they're not vegan. Do they think they're fair? Are they actually living in alignment with their own principles? So come check us out this Saturday, YouTube, okay? And if not, then I will see you on Monday. I think I'm going to change my times. I think I'm going to do Monday evening. So keep an eye out for...
Whoa.
That'd be rad, because I get off of work at 4:30.
Yeah.
And
Sierra, did you say no, though?
No, I said woohoo.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like crying. Yay! Okay, so then more people will be here. Yay! That's exciting. Okay,
Yeah.
I was worried that it would be like a bad time for everyone. And I was like, oh, it's probably gonna suck. But yeah, I'm gonna change my times to later. So you'll see me Monday about 4:20ish. How's that? 4:22ish.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah, weekdays are
Sierra,
best.
watch Christspiracy.
Yeah, I will have to soon.
You should do it tonight. It's Friday night.
Yeah,
Get a
It's
little
literally
crazy.
midnight here.
Oh my god.
Hey, that's fine. The bars don't close until 2.
Yeah, I don't drink though. I garden, so
I
I'm
know, so
sleepy.
that means you gotta watch Christspiracy in that time.
I don't
Sure.
know, man. Gardening and
Li-
Christspiracy might be a little intense.
Listen, the you may not drink, but the bars may not close till 2, but the Mexican restaurants stay open all night. So you can
Yeah.
go get yourself a bean burrito.
There you
and
go. That sounds
watch
good.
something.
Nice.
All right,
Well,
guys.
it's also -5 degrees here, so
Oh
I don't
my.
necessarily want to make
Oh
anyone
my
deliver.
No,
god.
it's
God.
-8 degrees here right now too.
Oh
So
my
yeah,
god, you
I
guys,
get it.
that's
So
crazy.
I live in
Yeah.
Texas, and we are about to get a like snowstorm, freezing storm tomorrow. Which the last
Mhm.
time that happened, like electricity everywhere went out. Like
Oh yeah,
literally,
I
animals were
remember that.
dying from freezing,
Oh
Oh
my
my
and like
god.
god.
people died in their homes, and like everyone's like kind of freaked out right now.
I bet.
Just
Yeah.
because, yeah, it's
Ugh.
like we like
Yeah.
Texas is a stupid ass fucking state, and they do not know how to take care of shit. So like, we're all kind of like, are we on our own again for a couple days? What's gonna happen?
Oh
So
No,
no.
I remember that a few years ago. That was
Yeah.
awful.
yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah,
like the power grid like could not
mm-hmm,
like cope
Yeah.
because
yep,
Ted Cruz didn't want to spend the money
exactly. And
on
guess
like,
what? That motherfucker left again.
oh my God, of course.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh my
Of
god.
course.
Oh my god.
yep.
That's oh wow.
So,
Okay,
anyways,
well,
yeah,
stay in contact with us so we know that you're okay.
for sure, for
We will
sure.
definitely be checking in on you because that's
Yeah,
terrifying.
Appreciate that.
I
Yeah.
hope the community, I mean, obviously our lawmakers should be doing something, but I hope the community is
Right.
prepared and is able to
Yeah,
help one another.
Yeah.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
Hopefully that
Well,
big storm
yeah,
just doesn't come.
hopefully people are a little more prepared this time because we definitely can't rely on our government. So,
Yeah.
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 But anyways, y'all have a lovely night.
Yeah, everyone have a safe night. Reach out to all those
Yep.
ones you love. Make sure everyone's safe, okay? Let's be checking in on our neighbors
Sure.
and such.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all. Okay.
Sounds good. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good
Peace.
night.
Yeah, stay safe. All right, everyone have a great vegan
You too.
day.
You too.
Thanks. Oh, I can't hit the button. It's too low. YouTube is watching me struggle. TikTok doesn't even know what's going on. All right, guys, bye. I can't get to the button. Oh, it's torture. Oh my God, that was painful. That was painful. And there were all those donations again. I didn't thank anybody for. Oh my God, look at that. That's quite a bit too. Well, damn. Thank you to everyone who donated in TikTok. I really do appreciate that. YouTube, you don't need to donate. It's more common for TikTok. They send these little like stickers and such. So, but I appreciate it when people do that. That's really sweet. YouTube, thank you to all the mods. I saw it was busy in there, even though it dropped down to like almost nothing. It seemed like the chat was still going bananas. So thank you all the mods. Thank you to the vegans for talking to the non-vegans. Really do appreciate you guys. Doing lives is like impossible without having some mods in the chat. I'll tell you that for sure. It is a lot of work. So I do appreciate you guys. All right, with that said, I'm going to end it here. You all have a great vegan night, day, whatever it is for you. And like I said, check on your neighbors, friends, and family. Make sure everybody's safe, okay? It's dangerous and scary out there. Let's try to protect everybody. All right, guys. I'll catch you tomorrow, 10 a.m. 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Anti-animal use. All right, guys. Bye.